I need an ambulance to 1224 Ellis Road.
1224. Listen to me, please. 1224 Ellis Road.
Yeah, he just shot himself.
Back, he didn't answer it first, and I dialed back again, and Renita answered. Yeah. And she said, "Hey, Mom." I said, "Where is Johnny?" I didn't say hey back to her. I said, "Where is Johnny?" And she said, "Oh, Johnny just shot himself." So you know how Johnny, yeah, he played with that gun and said he shot himself. I said, "Girl, you done killed my baby."
Before we move forward, let's quickly recap. On October 6, 2020, Griffin police responded to a home on Ellis Road, where Johnny Whitlock was found suffering from a fatal gunshot wound. The only other person inside the residence was Renita Thomas, a woman who shared a child with Johnny and had been involved in an on and off relationship with him. Renita told investigators that the two had been arguing when Johnny picked up a rifle. According to her, she attempted to take the weapon away from him, and the two struggled for control before the rifle discharged. But throughout her interview, Renita remained firm on one thing: she did not pull the trigger. As officers processed Johnny's home, Renita was transported to the Griffin Police Department, where detectives questioned her about the argument, their relationship, and exactly how the rifle discharged. Renita maintained that Johnny regained control of the weapon and somehow shot himself. But when investigators began examining the physical evidence, they questioned whether the version Renita demonstrated matched the path of the bullet documented inside the home. Detectives were still attempting to determine what happened during those final moments, but they were also beginning to investigate the history between Johnny and Renita. That brings us to October 7th, 2020, the day after the shooting. While detectives were working in the field, they stopped by Johnny's house and discovered that several members of his family were there. This was not a series of formal, individual interviews. It was an early conversation at the residence as detectives continued gathering information about Johnny, his relationship with Renita, and anything the family believed could help explain what happened. At this point, investigators were still working to understand the people involved, the history behind the relationship, and the events that may have led to the shooting. Let's listen as detectives speak with Johnny Whitlock's family one day after his death. Body cam on.
Before the police left, and by the time they got back, she was pulling up.
The game
so
is
y'all
gone,
thought she was just
we
getting
walked
back
in, we
here.
was like, where the game
That
is?
girl came here,
but the game is gone.
Because she's always with her when she's acting crazy.
Y'all know what apartment she
So
live in?
I'm thinking that girl, that's why she called her before she called
the girl.
y'all. How did y'all beat her here?
You got it, 615.
O2.
Johnny,
That's what I
the
can't
password to his phone.
Unless something in the truck. Y'all
I
pull her
don't know
truck.
now unless it's in church.
Because I'm telling you, here's the thing. When the officer got here last night, he stated that she was on the porch with Johnny's phone, using it. So I asked her, how'd you get in his phone? You don't know his password. She said she did his facial recognition. And that's not possible. So you know your eyes got to be open and moving.
Right.
Facial recognition.
She know his password.
Yeah.
She know how to get. She know the password because she go in the phone.
She already got it.
She got it already.
Yeah, but she got his password because he have to hide his phone because she know his password.
So question, ma'am. Did she call you last night?
No,
sir,
she didn't
I
call me.
called. Listen, sir, I was sitting at my job. I had been long got to work. Leave my phone alone. And y'all take it from me. I was on my job, and I had called Johnny on my way to work. I always do that. I think that was about 6, a little bit after. I said, "Hey, Johnny," I said, "the car you brought for me to take down the road," he said, "Yeah, ma'am." I said, I forgot that switch, so I didn't take it. He said, "I'll get that tomorrow, Mom." I said, "Okay." And he was like breathing hard, like that. And I said, "What's the matter?" You know, and he said, "Oh, nothing, Mom, nothing, Mom. I call you back." I said, "Johnny, what's the matter?" And he said, "Nothing, Mama. I call you back." I said, "Well, I got some bills for the baby," and you know, I was telling what I had. And so I sat there on my job after I got in. I'm a nurse, so I do private nursing, work for an agent every day. But I was sitting there on the job, and I kept looking at the phone, and I said, "Johnny ain't called me yet." I said, "He didn't sound right on that phone, but he wouldn't tell me." So, and the spirit said, "Call your son." So when I called my son, she answered it. And it sounded like some moving was in the background. Not yelling, it was like somebody was were moving. It could have been that game. I don't know, making a sound. I don't know. But
Can you show me your phone what time you called him back?
I called twice, sir.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. And she answered. And she said, Mama, I said, where Johnny? And she said, she was talking to Cole. She said, Mama, Johnny was going through my phone and he saw something. He didn't like. I said, don't start that tonight for me. I said, where Johnny? And she said, Johnny shot himself.
Her sister called.
Her sister called me.
And she had a missed call.
Okay. Look around 6.
Yeah. 6:59, 7:02.
That's what I called.
Her sister again, 7:24.
Her sister was here asking me, I'm sorry about that. So evidently they knew.
6:25.
Your sister was
6:25. She
I
called.
reckon she-
Okay.
She said, Mama David, Mama
7:07.
David.
That was after the
So she
incident.
called you? The sister called you?
Yes.
What time she called you?
I was on my way to y'all. I mean here.
Right here. She called at 7:16. It was a missed
Can
call.
you give us that number?
The sister number?
Mm-hmm.
Mom, how you check your numbers? Because I wanted to call.
She was in the lobby last night.
I don't know about her.
That's her number.
678.
Called me.
They told us, I she called her.
619.
She beat.
619.
But Johnny played that game.
6483. Who that is?
He
She was
played
just sitting on the porch.
That's
She
her
wasn't even
sister,
trying to
Shelley.
run the
That's
age.
her sister.
Ain't no way.
She wasn't
Suspect
even
sister.
Okay.
trying to run the age. She was sitting on the
Well,
porch.
see, we see how these, when we get called, the patrol already here.
Oh, okay.
Then they get in and they call us.
So how did the patrol beat the mama and the mama called?
And the mama died under these Griffith.
Let me see.
Yeah. Down with the Spalding.
Yes.
But whenever I
But my
carry
son,
on the mama, I
he
always be with her.
he's a very quiet
Always.
person. He don't argue.
625.
He don't like it. He don't like arguing.
That's Johnny's phone.
I called.
Mama called Jim.
That's 625.
Because see, 911 called at 6:03. I mean, 7:03. Yeah.
But I talked to Jen a little bit after 6 or 3
Yeah,
minutes
okay.
after.
So they're at 6:25. Okay.
And then
So why did it take so long to call 911?
Well, she called. We don't know what time the incident happened. We just know the call. Was
Well, when
911.
Mama called her,
Mama
she
called
told.
Johnny at 625.
Yeah, and she
They talked
told
to Johnny.
Mama.
At 625.
I thought Mama said 6:15.
She called right here and say 625.
Yeah.
So then I guess they said 70 something. That's when,
70.
so at 724, that's when the call came from or went out to her phone or something.
when I
That's
do
637 is when the sister called.
But I made 2 calls to
The
Johnny.
sister called Mama at 6:36.
I made 2 calls to
Seven
Johnny.
something.
One call, I was headed. I talked to him. The next call, she answered,
Yeah.
Renita.
And
And
what
she
time was
said,
that?
you know, he always playing with the gun. I said, Johnny don't have no gun.
What time they was?
What time it was?
Jenny got
Talk
it.
to her.
625 and 707.
It was
707.
Yeah. So 4 minutes. Okay. I said, we're going to stay in contact. I said, y'all need us. Y'all got to know y'all call us. And we get
but
us
that
update.
mama, I'm telling you, she like this with them children. They jump on that other boy, that little black fella she got with him. He don't stand a chance with them dreadlocks. They don't end up getting him one day. You watch and see. I'm telling you, he just be in the floor, turn around, you know. Pepperwood ain't sticking, man. Telling you.
Some wicked spirits, boy. I said, y'all call us. We're going to go up to the store now and we're going to try
And
to
they
put a
got
video.
his game out the house.
That was one of just telling
The
me.
game is gone. The controller was in the controller in
Oh,
there,
what we gonna do? We gonna go do a search one on her house.
but the,
And,
the game gone.
if it's in there, I'll call you. Let you
You
know.
know they did some tampering here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
And she didn't supposed to leave here. I got this house with Jenny. I got her out of here. And she went out to Spalding and got something.
Yeah.
You know, and I put Johnny's name on the list.
So all that stuff was all over the floor.
So-
Y'all went in last night, like
Yes.
all the lottery tickets, all that stuff was all
Everything.
over. She must have she did that.
to make it look like Johnny fighting her. Johnny don't fight. He don't fight.
He don't
and go
go
on.
in. He be like,
He'll
he'll
throw
do
me a
the
hand
throw
like
the
that.
bad, bad.
Mama, get off of me. That's the way I came over here 2 or 3 other times.
Then one lady
Johnny said,
on Facebook
Johnny said,
last
"Mama,
night, she
I'm
was
playing
saying
with
that
that."
she seen him
and she
earlier.
all in his face.
He was arguing with a Caucasian girl on Experiment
What's her
Street
name?
last night. She's her name Renita McGee. She said she seen him arguing with a Caucasian girl on. He's a very nice guy, but I seen him arguing with a Caucasian girl on it last night when she posted on Facebook.
She posted that. But who heard something from here?
From the
These
store.
folks here?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
This guy.
He got here. He heard.
So
she likes to
stuff too, but she can stay out of it.
Yeah.
She sees a lot, but she stays out.
Yeah,
I
we just
done
talked to
been
her
here.
just then.
So,
She likes to
We
carry
talked
those
to
on.
her. We don't know yet. We haven't did no criminal history yet.
Is her?
Yes, that's her. She's our first lady. Yeah.
What church she, she's
The
at?
one right there on Everett Road.
Okay.
But yeah, she said she seen it.
You said church on every end? Okay.
The guy up here at the car wash too, he talked to this young lady on his business yesterday. He was walking back home. So we're gonna go talk to him too.
Johnny was walking,
Yes, ma'am.
but she must put him out.
Your dad got into it in the car or something.
Oh, and he probably got out. You know, knowing
And
Johnny,
knowing
he
when
try
he
to
get out.
avoid situations.
You don't like that, and that's probably what
And
they
then
lady talking about. She seen them
And
arguing.
then that explains why when they said she pulled up in here and asked her where the F you at. Remember when the guy said, he said that, I heard the guy say that
She
yesterday.
claims she never said that though.
But they
but
said she
she
know how
did.
to lie.
And why in the world she got it going like a
She got 2 of
psychopath?
them. She had 2 of them.
She had 2.
She had a handgun and a rifle.
A rifle. What's wrong with that nut? But that's what I'm saying. Cause these folks check out over there. That other thing, y'all need to deal with them folks on medication.
But is she on medication?
I think it's in the
Don't they
trunk.
make you sign a paper? Because they made me sign a paper before I got my license saying you got any mental problem.
Yeah.
My mama got
did
mental
all that.
problems.
No, he telling me that they're supposed to do.
You meet their dad. You tell you about him over in Jackson. Their dad had to run for his life. He said,
Who is the dad?
that girl dad, I don't know him. He a black man, but he got away, but they got the other long hair fella. They gonna destroy him.
Big dirty man.
Y'all call us one today.
All right.
We'll call y'all too.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
So how many times Johnny was shot?
And what's your, excuse me, sweetheart, what's your name?
I think her address on say perfect.
Vanessa
It was
who?
in the yard.
Vanessa who, sweetie?
This is 5. It was over there in the thing in the
What's your telephone number? You want me to stay in contact with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
200-7810.
7810. And you the sister, right?
I'm the older sister.
Okay. Cause I'm the lead investigator on it, so
Okay.
I don't wanna worry your mom too much. So it'll be best if I can talk to somebody else. Okay. All right. What is it,
This
sweetheart?
her phone, her driver license. I guess her driver license.
Okay.
On the ground.
Okay.
Y'all already got it. Y'all got what y'all need. Y'all
Yeah,
got
ma'am.
something better with.
Yeah, ma'am. Okay.
She was on his phone, and then the officer took the phone from her.
Yeah, she know that passcode. Renita know that passcode because Johnny have to hide the phone. Cause they done been a couple of times I called him and he ain't answered.
Yeah,
Or his phone was
We have
off.
it
You
now.
had it on
What
lock.
we
I
gonna
said,
do,
you
we
turn your
gonna
phone off.
do
You
a
said, yeah, I
search
had to
warrant
hide.
on
Yeah.
And we've
Need
been
to
putting
be going to
everything
my
off of
phone.
it.
So
Whether
she
it's
know that
deleted or not.
She know the
password.
password.
I sure
She know that
appreciate that.
password.
Where his wallet?
I figured that anyway.
I got to the crime scene.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if they got it or not.
You said the key fob was in the car.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do know he got a key fob
The key fob.
for this car here.
Took down.
Yeah.
That's Dara car.
Yeah,
right there.
that's
This
Dara
his car.
car.
Well, what car she in?
This one.
No, they took the car. No,
She
they
was
took
in
the
the
car.
truck.
She
They took her.
This is the car. She was.
When she get a
Who
truck?
Durango
It was a
with?
rental car, my mom said.
Oh,
This
Oh,
car,
she done
was
wrecked
in with
that
the
other
number.
car. Johnny bought that car for, had big rims on a Cadillac.
Girl.
Yes, sir. He bought it for her. He took all his money, just saving money, stripping us down. We thinking we helping him, and he getting into this old snake right now.
Yeah.
So this her, who car is it?
That's Dara car.
Her car is the only she was in.
Darryl got to get his car.
He know it.
And I've been
Oh,
hit
no,
in
tell
her
him.
mama name.
Oh.
The insurance, I guarantee you, because that's the way they work.
Yeah.
And they scheme. I'm going to tell you what they did. They got a van from me. I sold the van. When I learned of it, how about they carried the van out there on 75 mil like it got stole, right? Got paid. The mom do that. Yeah. That little... And that little girl, the sister, she got probably too. They all on them old big pills. They on some powerful medicine for what I hear.
Yes, ma'am.
So you gonna go in town? Let them.
So when they did something, keep me from sleeping.
All right.
Y'all
Thank
talk
you.
about
Okay.
this.
Yes, ma'am. We will.
Thank you.
We're
You
trying
welcome.
to be bad.
What's your name?
Bloodster.
He may be back to
Bloodster,
today.
yes, ma'am.
I'll
So, I,
call,
like I said, I'm
and,
gonna
I'll ask
try
the
to,
corner when I get back
stay
to the
more in
office.
contact with you just so I don't get her sick every time I call her. She choke up.
Okay.
And I know it's a hurtful feeling, so.
Okay. And when
But
you
I'll
get a
call
chance,
you,
y'all
and
get
if I
the-
just
all the
really
arrangements
need something,
together, y'all let
I'll
us
see
know.
if you can get it for me.
We'll try to
They
do
gonna
that.
bring it back to
We'll do it that way.
hospital.
Yeah, we'll
They'll
do it
probably
that way.
get the funeral home and probably come pick him up and take him
I
on to the
think they
funeral home.
said Adam.
I thought he was going to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
My
once they
brother
done with it.
Chester
Uh-huh,
just
yeah.
died.
Yes, ma'am, I know. I was talking to Loretta about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's my brother. He just passed.
They'll call.
I wish y'all were in Jackson. I'd put you on my niece.
Nah.
So I'm talking about the one that was that
Look, Bob, they say you saying too much now, Bob.
See, they didn't do like y'all investigating down there in Jackson.
Yes, ma'am.
She, no, I'm finna tell them.
I want the pills.
Pearlie,
Yeah.
yeah, the big gal in the bed with the pill, she can't move. So her crazy son walk around through there, another psychopath. And my niece had, she always carried that pocketbook on her scrap, so somebody had to tussle with her and had her thing cut in her. And I told Ralph Wilson, I said, how can you let that body go out of there? And she had scratches over, even though my sister had an older house. My niece never stayed in an older house, but they had rug on the floor. They had scratches like somebody wrestling with, tussling with you. And then what happened, her head, Moses said when he went down there, said they called him, came and got him at about 7:30 that morning, and said first thing he did, check Pearlie made pulse, and she didn't have no pulse. And blood was in the back of it, well, in her hair. Okay, that was right there a red flag.
Yeah.
And like I told Ray Wilson, well, I love y'all, I don't want to hear that. And
You know, every death report investigator like a homicide until
Yeah.
you rule it out.
and then gonna tell me he'll dig it back up in here. He know that they plan them, you know, most black ain't gonna dig nobody, but this one black will.
I know, right?
Sure will dig them back up. But they let that ain't over with either, because the other boy, he over in Griffin somewhere living. He ain't even, what he name used to preach down there at Macedonia. On dope real bad. The head, Jenny head somewhere.
You talking about, not Sean Holder, is it?
No.
You know, Sean Holder selling them fake pills too. With that fentanyl in it.
That job. We worry about Johnny right now. Not
Why the people at the stove?
Yeah.
Before it get too
What
much footage
stove?
on it.
the street. Go ahead.
Where they were
They go
arguing
down the
at the
street.
stove.
All right. Y'all call it, all right? How you doing?
Now, before we move forward, I want to pause and place something in the proper context, because I always try to give both sides a fair shake. Up to this point, we have heard from several people who knew Johnny. His neighbors, co-workers, and relatives have largely described him as a hardworking, stand-up man. Several of them also described previous situations in which they believed Renita was the aggressor. Their accounts matter, but we also need to recognize that most of the outside voices we have heard were connected to Johnny. When nearly everyone speaking knew the victim personally, the story can naturally begin to feel one-sided. So far, Renita's side has primarily come from Renita herself, along with her mother and her sister. And while Renita's explanation of the shooting raised serious questions, there are also details we cannot simply ignore. Renita had visible markings around her eye. She claimed Johnny struck her during the argument, and we also learned that he had taken her phone. Her sister described a relationship in which Johnny appeared deeply attached to Renita. None of that proves how the rifle discharged or establishes who pulled the trigger, but it does suggest that what happened between Johnny and Renita behind closed doors may have been more complicated than either family completely understood. A person can be loved and respected by their family while still being involved in an unhealthy relationship. Both things can be true. Their information provides important context, but none of them were inside that living room when the rifle discharged, and no family member or friend was present for everything that happened between Johnny and Renita behind closed doors. With that in mind, let's keep pushing the story forward. 5 days after the shooting, on October 12th, detectives continued gathering information from Johnny's family. Investigators traveled to a family residence where several relatives took turns speaking with them individually about Johnny, Renita, and the history of their relationship. As we listen, remember that these are primarily voices from Johnny's side of the relationship. Their statements deserve to be heard and considered, but they should also be understood within that context. With that said, let's hear what Johnny's family told investigators. Body cam on.
Knock, knock, knock.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. You can come in.
Okay, sweetie.
I'm Keisha.
I'm Investigator Bluxton. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm his baby sister.
Okay. Hello.
You can go on around.
How are y'all? I'm good. How y'all doing? Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to get one person at a time so I can keep everything.
Okay, you can get them first, because I think he has got everybody to work.
Okay. All right, you can come over here with me. So I got a light right here. Yes, ma'am.
Be careful of that table.
Yes, ma'am. I think that'll be good. Yes, ma'am. What's your name?
Alex Thomas.
What's your birthday? What's your relation with Mr. Johnny? Okay, how long have y'all been friends?
About 8, 9 years.
About 8, 9 years. Okay, what can you tell me about him?
He's the most nicest guy you ever seen. Like I said, if you see somebody in the street that need money, you ain't gotta know him, he'll give money. He's just that nice.
Okay, have you ever worked with him or?
Nah, I just hang out with him almost every other day.
Okay, so y'all be together a lot. What can you tell me about him and Renita's relationship?
I mean, he do anything to keep her happy. Like I said, we play cards every weekend for fun. We built my sister's house. He had to need to sneak out the house just to get away from her. She comes to my sister's house saying, "You need to come home." You don't argue with him, just go home.
Really? Have you ever seen them involved in any physical altercations? You haven't?
He don't even let it get there. He just go home. He don't even try to argue with it. He just go home to the house.
Okay. Have you ever seen Renita lash out at him?
Not no.
Okay. What's a good telephone for you? Anything else you want to add?
I mean, he a good man. I didn't want to get taken out like that, but I just don't know.
Has he ever talked about committing suicide?
Never. Johnny, man, he's gonna cruise, man. He never thought about committing suicide. He don't even own no weapons. So like I said, I don't see how she got a weapon license to carry, and she crazy. But
how you know she crazy?
Man, the way she come over there at Johnny, like he was sitting playing cards. She just come out of nowhere, pull up. She'll come in the house. My sister like, "You need to take that outside." She had her yelling. He'll come in and stick her head in the door. I'm gonna go home, y'all. He don't try to argue because he know how bad her attitude is. He just going to the house.
Where your sister stay?
Oh, shoot. Why would he commit suicide? I mean, he moved her out the house so he can, when he get into it, he moved her out. He paid her first month rent, he paid her light bill, he paid her past due light bill, first her whole house. Why would you do all that? It don't make no sense.
So why did he do all that? Was he ready to leave her or?
Yeah, she pretty much she got mad because he didn't want. He just wanted to go separate ways, and she didn't want that. He, like I said, he furnished the whole house and bought everything for her. She moved to Spalding Heights. And that's like I said, I don't see why she did something like that. And another thing, that Sunday we were playing cards as usual. He came to the house and bought her a brand new Louis Vuitton bag and stuck money to give her, but he beating on you and all that other stuff. I don't even believe it. I mean, he buying you all this stuff. Why would you want to do all that?
So you never seen him become violent?
To nobody.
Okay. I'm investigative blood to Griffin PD. And what's your name?
Cornelius Taylor.
What's your relationship to Mr. Johnny?
We was just a real close friend, like,
Y'all friends?
My family really close to that.
What can you tell me about him?
Oh, you know what I'm saying? We all, you know what I'm saying? I know he's a humble person, real cool, laid back. And we love to play cards and have fun, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't say he's a bad person. I don't know nothing, like every time I see him, I ain't never seen that. I can be honest about that. But, you know, like, I've been around him sometime and the situation that went on with him and the girl. Like,
what kind of situation?
I get like a text or a phone call. He be like, man, I'm going to go over him, man. Like when she called.
When she called, he run.
Yeah, yep, like that. That's how I go. And it just like, me and the crew left. They ain't been a couple weeks ago. We working on a car right now. We got a car working on right now. We left and went to, when they got him, we went to the parts store. We probably got down the street by the speed zone. He like, man, I have my phone. We like, you want to go back and get it? He like, yeah. So we got. I said, I bet that girl probably in that phone when he get there. He came out high. He like, man, no, she was in my phone. But it just like, you know what I'm saying? It just, he a cool person, man. It just like when Shawty calls, he go.
Have you ever seen her act out towards him?
No, but I don't seen the one like she text me. He finna go. They left together. He went out the house, they left together. But he ended up coming back. She came with him when he came back, you know. But it was just like, you know, they ain't look like they were having arguing or nothing like that. But you just tell like the vibe.
Yeah, the vibe was off.
He got back. You know?
Got you.
But other than that, man, you know, like, I know he cool dude, laid back.
Okay. Have you ever heard him talk about committing suicide?
No. I don't think it's been that serious. You know, like, I don't heard sometimes, like, somebody say they had an argument one time and she came out to the house, shot a gun at the old house. Other than that, I always know he get on the go for it. You gotta think about it. You know, a girl like that, you got a kid by her. She stand over here with you, then she want a home spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you might let that, think I'm gonna let you go get your own spot. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it's just like he do a lot of stuff for her. That's why I'm looking at everything now like can't understand him killing it for. You know, that ain't gonna right though. You want to get him talking like that.
Right.
He the type of person, man. He always trying to motivate people too. Though. You won't never hear him talking negative. I ain't never really seen him mad until that day. Like he got that, you know what I'm saying, that ticket that night. He was like, man, I'll be there, y'all. Man, I'll come back later on. I never really seen him mad though.
Oh wow. Was he a quiet person?
He laid, man. Like you saying, man, he always to himself. He loved to smoke a little black of mine and He always quiet.
And just chill.
Yeah, he a lazy person. That's why I like fighting and beating on a woman. I can't get that out of him.
So you ain't never seen him hit nobody before? How long y'all been friends?
Shoot, I know over. Chris, how long we been since Daddy died? Y'all moved from what about that? About 18 years? Yeah, about 18 years.
Okay. What's your name?
Chris Famber.
Chris Famber? Mm-hmm. Okay. Chris with a C or a K?
C.
Okay. What's your birthday?
1.
What's your relation to Mr. Johnny?
Well, I'm being honest, we've been so friends so long, like brother. I ain't gonna lie to you.
How long y'all been friends?
Ooh. Man. Good God Almighty. I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been busy. I say back in, I say 90. I was about 99.
What can you tell me about Mr. Johnny?
Well, I know for a fact that he was, man, been around him a long time. He was a good person. And I know for a fact he didn't leave him just on no woman. Or somebody understand all me is like, hey, you gotta just go ahead, go your way and man, keep that refusement.
Mm-hmm.
But long I've been knowing him, and I've been knowing him for a long time. He never jumped on no woman. I know it for a fact, because he don't have more than just her going with it. He don't have other women than they ain't never seen them, but he jumped on them. And I now get along with them the same way I get along with him. But he ain't never jumped on no woman. And I know that for a fact.
Okay. What can you tell me about Miss Renita? Did you ever see? Did you ever see her? Act out towards someone?
I seen her. I seen her, but when he brought her to me to the house, her and her mama came up to the house with an attitude. I'm like, look, they go on, leave at my yard. It was her mama, and her sister.
So what they come over there for?
They came over when we worked on their band.
Okay.
And when I was telling them the prices, they started, like, that's too much. Look, I ain't not finna tell you, I ain't not finna argue. I discuss what I'm telling you, how much I'm charging. So I tell you what, just get your vehicle and just, leave at the yard.
Mm-hmm.
And they said a couple of words, I'm through talking. And they pulled up and left. And I know that for a fact. That's the only thing I know for sure. That with her mama and her sister. I know she was talking. Her mama and one of them was going with. But basically didn't stay in there because she stayed in the van. But the mama and the one she was going with, they were talking. Man, I'm like, I ain't got to argue with y'all about how much I charge to put a part on y'all car.
Right. Okay, have you ever heard Mr. Johnny say anything about committing suicide?
No. He ain't, and like I said, we've been friends for a long time. He ain't never said nothing about committing suicide. I know that for a fact, so. I know that for a fact about him committing suicide.
Okay.
I ain't never heard him say that. Me and friends, that way before she even came to the picture, he
right.
Never said no, commit no suicide.
Okay. How is he? Well, how was he? Was he a very quiet person, or was he very outgoing, outspoken?
Yeah,
how was his personality?
Good. Man, I'm telling the third, he's good, man. Bringing in cars, man. Yeah. I'm talking to the investigator. I'm working on cars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
My fact, you gotta come out now.
Okay.
You never did, man. I work on the car. I'm about to tell you over something, I like to get a partner. He's like, you get it and I'll explain you.
Right.
And many times, I need some money.
Yes,
for my
sir.
dog.
Right.
I call, I think partner, I need to hold some money, you know what I'm saying? So, he's like, come through. I come through, I give it to him, I give it to him, he give it to me. About trying to pay it back, he's like, you good, you good if you need it. But I'm being honest. I ain't never know him being violent or trying to, that's not nobody, no.
Okay. Right.
Like I said, I got his car now at the house.
Mm-hmm.
He bought her car, as a matter of fact.
I heard.
Plenty of cars. And then the cars that were messed up, I fixed them for her. She brought the car over there because he gonna tell me £800. Fix her car, and then when I get off work, I string it. She'll come. I'm like so early in the goddamn morning. I'm like, what the bird? She sat out there in my yard. It was 6. I'm like, I'm like, hey man, like, go out here at 6 o'clock in the morning. We need to put some wheels on the car. 'Cause I sold her some wheels. She came in at 6 o'clock in the morning with the baby in the back seat. Want me to put some rim on. I'm like, man, get up no 6 o'clock in the morning. Ain't nobody gonna do anything like that. You don't put no rim on a car that early in the morning.
Right.
Ain't no big thing to put no rim on a car that early in the morning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, man, be like, just go ahead and do it for me. You know, when they get up. So I'm thinking, when I did get up, that she was gonna probably go in the house. You know, with my wife and my kids and stuff. She stayed outside. The baby had the night clothes on. She had on, and they stayed in the car until I went out there, and they stayed in the car until I finished. I'm like, but I didn't.
So she didn't seem very friendly.
No.
What's your name?
Terrell King.
Amen.
With 2 R's?
E-L.
What's your birthday? What's your relationship to Mr. Johnny?
Just like a brother. I know, actually I know the party. Both of them real good.
So you know both of them? Okay, so that's good. How long you and Mr. Johnny was friends?
Ooh, long time. I helped his family move stuff. When he needed me to move, help him move. Yeah.
So about how many years you would say?
I'd say about 5.
About 5 years? What can you tell me about Mr. Johnny?
Good guy. Wasn't tight, didn't never argue with nobody. He'd get along with everybody. Yeah. It's impossible either harm anybody. But I know for a fact, this is the first time she ever did.
Ever did what?
Put a gun on him.
You seen her put a gun out on him before?
Mm-hmm.
What happened with this situation?
It's like it was Valentine's.
This past Valentine?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know he called me on the phone. He was like, Rock, hey, you got your girl something for Valentine? I said, no. But I said, mine out here fussing at me too. She was getting her hair fit, so that say about 10 minutes later.
Who was getting their hair fixed? Your girlfriend or Renita? Your girlfriend? Okay.
Yeah. So I was in the house with her, so I told her I was finna go. And Johnny came to pick me up, and we left. We went and bought something. So we went about 3 different stores, bought all kind of stuff. We came in the house. I know we came, me and told me sit in the living room. They went in the bedroom. And I just heard Johnny say, why you didn't pull this out? So I knocked on the door and asked if everything was all right. I seen the gun in her hand.
Was it a small gun, like a little handgun, or was it a long gun?
No, it's a little handgun. It probably the same gun was in her pocket that she probably planted in there. So he didn't have no gun. She the one on had a gun.
What house were they at when the gun was pulled on them?
It's same house.
Okay.
On Ellis Road.
Okay.
And I was asking him, do I need to call the police?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, no, just let it be, I got it. So I went back outside. Next thing I know, he come storming out the house. We got in the car. She ran to the door trying to catch me. She was up there pulling on the door and everything. He wasn't moving. So I was like, I was like, man, chill out. You got to take me back home. So she finally let the door go. And we pulled out. I ain't never seen him put his hand on her.
Did you ever see her put her hands on him?
No, I couldn't. No. But I seen that time when she had pulled that gun out though.
And what can you tell me about Renita? How's her character? How does she act? And is she friendly? Is she
Crazy.
She act crazy.
Nobody had to tell you that. She used to go with one of my cousins, and she did the same thing to him too. I pulled out a pistol. Because he was going to go back with his ex-girlfriend. So, ain't the first time she guess she's fascinated with guns. So.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
That's it.
Okay. All right.
Pat.
Hey, how are you? I'm Investigator Bloods to Griffin PD. What's your name?
Sierra Pemble.
C-E-E-R-A.
Pemble.
What's your birthday, Miss Fambro? What was your relation to Mr. Johnny?
Oh, friend.
About how long, you say?
I knew him about 5 years.
Okay. Okay. And y'all stayed in the house with him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
For
so
about a year.
For about a year?
Mm-hmm.
Was it on Ellis Road?
When he stayed on McIntosh.
When he stayed on McIntosh? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what can you tell me about Mr. Johnny?
Yeah, he was kind-hearted, jolly person. I didn't ever see him argue or get into it with nobody. But her.
Okay, so what can you tell me about Renita?
She was very feisty. She wanted to have her way, and she'd get mad about a lot of stuff. I done seen her pull on him a couple times, and he been trying to get away from her and stuff like that. But he ain't never put his hands on her or forced his way on her or anything. He always tried to get away. And then one night, she fired a gun also in the air 2 times just to scare him, I guess.
And you seen that happen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what happened with that situation? Like, how did it get started?
I don't know. I stayed in the room, but I heard the gun when it went off. But he could tell you more about that.
Okay.
He just told me to stay in the room because it had went off 2 times.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Can you recall any other incidents where they got into it and something that you saw?
Just anywhere, like he might be taking too long or something. She'll get mad and she'll pull up on him and embarrass him in front of folks and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. She was real feisty.
What about in the home though? Did you actually see anything, like any arguments or fighting? You didn't see arguments? You didn't see fighting, just arguments? Mm-hmm. Who it always seemed like the primary aggressor? Was it one or
her?
Okay.
Her.
So she just wasn't friendly?
At all. And she'll tell you that.
Well, she say I ain't friendly.
She say I ain't friendly. She gonna talk to many females and stuff like that.
Oh. So how was you and her relationship?
You know, it was just a speak and go. I went too fond of her by seeing her actions, and I didn't agree with them at all.
So you didn't really associate yourself with her?
Because I said she was one of them type that get mad about anything. You can't hang with them type of people.
Did you ever see Renita with any bruising, scars, anything like that when you were staying in the home? Okay.
She ain't even never said nothing about none of that. Sometimes we all get into a circle and be talking and stuff. She'll get mad about food or anything.
Just anything would make her mad?
Anything.
Oh, wow.
She's one of them type, she ain't even got to have nothing in her system. And that night when she nutted up with that, I don't even know how that even went down.
Did you ever hear Mr. Johnny say anything about committing suicide?
Never heard. Never.
Anything else you would like to add, Ms. Fambro?
No, that's not it.
Okay. All right. Investigator Bloods, Griffin PD. What's your name?
I'm petrified.
What was your relationship to Mr. Johnny?
We just real close. I used to stay with him. Yeah, I really consider him like a brother. We talk to him.
Really? Okay, how long have y'all been friends, would you say?
Almost a decade, like 20 years.
Alright, you have to speak up for me, okay? So my body cam will catch you since you got that mask on. It's kind of muffled. Okay, what can you tell me about Mr. Johnny?
It was cool, man. You know, I ain't never seen him really fuck with nobody, period. But, you know what I'm saying? And when we stayed out there, the first incident that I ever seen them go through, you know, by me staying with my boyfriend, she came out there, and it was an incident where he had the baby. And I think she wanted him to bring the baby home. or something like that. But he was like, he didn't want to get back out because it was like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. He was like, you know, he could take it and bring the baby to you in the morning if I come to work. You know, that was the conversation. But she ended up coming out there with her mama with her. She had a little handgun.
Y'all speak up a little bit, because I can barely hear you, so this ain't gonna catch you.
Okay, she had a little handgun with her. And, you know, she was banging on the door, telling him to bring the child. He was like, okay, I'm getting him. He was getting her ready to go. You know, I was standing in the hallway. He was getting the child ready. And then that thing, you know, we just heard like 3 gunshots. And then everybody was ducking down like, what? And she was outside. She was like, don't shoot that bitch up. You know, she was getting hung up. But he took the child out there. You know, he just walked up on her like, hey, don't shoot me. And, you know, they going back and forth. But he had gave him the baby with her. And, you know, they talked for a minute. And then she got in the car and she left. And then probably like 2-3 days later, she didn't know that I get it on made up. She had came back up there. They got into another little incident. And he was trying to get out the door to leave, but she was grabbing his shirt, you know, putting back in the house. He was trying to go back in the house and grab the screen door. So she grabbed the screen door and hit on with him. And then they like put the whole screen door down. And I was like, God, you know, we trying to see what they straight, but all at the same time, he was trying to get away. Like every time they got the first, he was always trying to get away. Even on that day, when they called me and said whatever happened, I had just got on the phone with him. Like I got, you know, the phone call right here.
Okay.
I don't know if I don't know if y'all really talk to anyone about what said, but at what time I don't really know what time it happened, but this is the day that it happened, the time, and how long I was on the phone with him.
Okay, so can you tell me about that conversation?
Yeah, so when I called him, it really was a situation where, you know, me and her were going through something, like me and my fiance. But I just called him like to talk to him, you know, because, you know, I don't really have nobody to talk to, like, so I always talk to him about, you know, personal stuff. So, you know, I was talking to him about coming to play his game with him. So he was like, you don't got the game no more. I was like, what happened to the game? But he said, y'all tore it up. I said, man, she tore it game. I said, yeah, I know what she did to the game. And he said, I don't know. He said she crunched it up and did all types of stuff to it. And I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, shoot, I went out to her house, you know, to talk to her. He said some guys was out there. So he was like, they were saying, hold up, like they were taking up for her or whatever. So she stands proud of her. And he said he ended up leaving.
When he said he went out to the high?
When? I can't remember what day he said, but it had to be recent because the game, you know, just was.
Okay.
And stuff, so. But he said he left, and, you know, he said everything was good, so. And I called him when I had talked to him, and I was like, you know, what you gonna do? He was like, I'm gonna go to the high, man. He was like, shot mad with me. Like, what you mad with you about? He was like, something about going on their phone or whatever. You know, she went through her phone or whatever. They say he always said she always went through her phone.
So he said that she went through his phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something. I guess she found something or whatever. And my brother had called my younger brother and told him that he seen them at by Hobby Lobby or something like that. And he said they were fussing in and he was trying to get away from her. She was putting on his shirt. You know.
Up by Hobby Lobby?
Yeah, somewhere like that.
Was it like, do you know if it was like across the street from Hobby Lobby or somewhere I can pull some cameras and see what I can see?
The Goodwill.
It was at Goodwill?
Yeah.
So it was that day?
Yeah, it was on that same day. They said it was on that same day.
And that was after you got off the phone with him?
I think so. It was either after or before. They said they had seen them. She was putting on his shirt. He was trying to get away.
They were in the store or outside?
Outside. But that man did everything for her, man. He got her in the apartment, and he gave her every single piece of furniture that he had in his house, you know, for her. So like, ain't no sense married her or his boy.
Really?
We stayed with them folks for like a half a year, and I never see him so violent toward her. Never.
You never heard him talk about suicide?
Nope, I never heard him talk about it. I never seen him play with no gun.
Well, I got your number, so if I need anything else, I'll just reach out to you. Just meet me at the police department. All right, thank you.
Now, this portion of the interview really stood out to me because some of what Johnny's friend told detectives appears to overlap with Renita's account of what happened earlier that day. According to his friend, he spoke with Johnny on the day of the shooting and learned that Renita had found something in Johnny's phone. Remember, Renita also told detectives that a phone was involved in their argument. But according to her version, Johnny snatched her phone and didn't return it until they arrived at his house, after the two had already fought. So did Renita change parts of the story to better fit her narrative? Instead of Johnny taking her phone and finding text messages, did Renita actually find something in Johnny's phone? And instead of Johnny simply deciding to jump out of the car, was he attempting to get away from Renita? Renita did tell detectives that Johnny tried to jump out. The question is, why? We may never know who snatched whose phone, who found what in whose messages, or exactly what started that argument. But that wasn't the only similarity between their accounts. Johnny's friend also described an incident in which Johnny was attempting to get away from Renita while she pulled on his shirt. Renita told detectives that while they were out getting something to eat, Johnny suddenly jumped out of her car. From Johnny's side, he was attempting to get away while Renita pulled on his clothing. From Renita's side, Johnny jumped out of the vehicle during their argument. The two versions don't match word for word, but the basic pieces appear to line up. Johnny and Renita were together. They were arguing. A dispute involving a phone may have been part of it. And at some point, Johnny got out of the vehicle, or attempted to separate himself, while Renita pulled on his shirt. That may confirm that at least part of the timeline Renita gave detectives was based on events that actually happened. It also gives us a little more insight into what may have fueled the argument before Johnny and Renita returned to the house. But we still don't know what happened once they went inside. Was Renita trying to get her phone back? Was Johnny trying to get his phone back? Or was Renita demanding answers about something she allegedly found in Johnny's phone? Another detail that stands out is that Renita left her car running. To me, that suggests she may not have planned to remain inside the house for very long. But once that door closed, we don't know exactly what happened between them. What we do know is that Renita was later seen on the porch using Johnny's phone, so we know she had access to it at some point that night. Johnny's friend's statement doesn't answer every question, but parts of it appear to align with Renita's statement and the general timeline she provided. We still don't know who found what in whose phone, who snatched whose phone, who was trying to leave, or who may have been chasing the other person for answers. But his statement added important context to the timeline, and may have brought us a little closer to understanding what fueled the argument that day. Other members of Johnny's family had their own experiences with the relationship, and their own information to share with investigators. So with that in mind, let's return to the interviews and hear from the next person. Body cam on.
Hello, I'm Investigator Blood to Griffin PD. What's your name?
Shedrick Dallas Jr. S-H-E.
I put E's. I meant C. S-H-E.
D-D.
D-D.
R-I-C-K.
R-I-C-K. Dallas Jr. What's your birthday? How was your relationship with your uncle?
Good. Real good.
Y'all were close?
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all talk about personal stuff?
From time to time.
From time to time?
Yeah.
Okay, did he ever mention anything about Miss Renita to you?
He didn't want to be around her when I was with her. Like, he wouldn't answer the phone. She was blowing up their phone or something like that. He just wanted to, like, be awake, you know. Just, like, pretty much, like, I guess if they had something going on and she wanted to contact her, he just, I guess, to stay away from confrontation. You know, be away from her.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about it.
Okay. Did you ever see them involved in any physical altercations?
No, I didn't. Just heard about it.
You just heard about it?
Yeah, I just never went and got involved with it, though. But I always hear what's going on. Just stayed away from it.
Gotcha. Have you ever made any contact with Miss Renita?
Yeah.
What can you tell me about her? What type of person is she?
Very sluttish. Like, a buddy of mine who was in school, getting ready to graduate, and we ended up, I brought her to his house, and we with her. But I ended up leaving to go get a haircut. And I just didn't go back, but yeah, she was like that.
What about like her character? Like, how was she as a person? Was she quiet, loud, bubbly?
Like a mischievous type of, like a sneaky. You know, she always got something up her sleeve. She gonna kiki and try to, like somebody who just always act like they ain't doing it, but they up to something.
Right,
like
right.
That. So like, okay, say there's something going on, you come around, she gonna try to just act like she innocent. But I knew her from school, so I knew how she was. Like she gonna try to play the innocent role, but she real bullyish. She kept up a lot of drama. Especially in school, she kept up a lot of drama. Always getting into it, fighting, storming. That she was in school. And then when I found out they were going together, I was just like, I tried to stay, what I'm saying? Like, just 'cause I know that my uncle, he going with her, whatever, but I want to be awkward.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, I stayed like, kind of.
So you try to keep your distance.
Yeah, now if I can be around him, cool. But I didn't want to be around him.
Both of them, right.
Right.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Okay. Did you ever hear him say anything about committing suicide?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay. Anything else you would like to add? Okay. All right, well, I got your contact information, so if anything else crosses my mind and I might have some more questions, I'll just reach out to you, okay? All right, thank you.
You tired of writing?
No, I'm fine. No, I'm just pulling out important stuff because my camera catching everything. So,
okay.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Investigator Bloodster Griffin PD. What's your name?
Lakeisha, L-A-K-E-T-I-S-H-A.
What's your last name?
Bloodworth, B-L.
What was your relationship to Mr. Johnny?
He's my brother.
It's your brother? Okay. What can you tell me about him?
Loving, kind, humble-hearted person. Very humble. The humblest of us all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, girls. We all girls. He grew up with older sisters, so he gave them a hard time. No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so he grew up with a house full of women. Bless his heart.
My mama, baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so what can you tell me about Miss Renita?
Didn't know her that well. They knew her better than I did. I stayed in Jackson.
Okay.
They were closer to here.
Yes, ma'am.
As far as when he had like situations with her, if my mom called me, I had to come all the way from Jackson to here.
So you would come?
Yes. I never went to the house on Ellis Road, but I went to the one on 115 Hallmark. And forget what the incident was, but he know how I am. Like my attitude is bad. So I guess me and her had words about her trying to put her hands on my brother. In other words, I went there for other things like to fight or whatever, because my brother we know him never to hit a female. So when my mom called me, I came. And that was the last phone call I ever got, because he know I don't want my sister getting in trouble. So he never called me. But he still called my mom and her husband because they were closer here.
Okay, so you and Renita got into it?
Yes. Nothing physical. He
right.
Let us, but we exchanged words, yeah.
And you don't recall the incident that happened?
I don't recall. All I know, my mom said, Johnny, she over there mess with Johnny. My mom's always at work. Mm-hmm. So if she can't get here fast enough, she'll call one of us.
Right.
Right. And my daughter was staying there at the time, too.
Okay.
So maybe she can explain it a little better.
Okay.
My daughter, Patrick, and Sierra was staying there.
Okay. Gotcha. What type of person does Renita seem like? Is she friendly or controlling? Okay, why do you say that?
Because it was a situation where she just had Josiah, the little boy. And I think she had an open case with defects or whatever, drug use. And we couldn't see the baby unless we was friends with her. But that had been through so much that we would distance ourselves from her.
Gotcha.
But we only dealt with Johnny if he comes to family functions.
Right.
It was only him and Josiah. She never came. So we didn't like her at all.
Okay.
And she knew that. So she tried to keep him away as much as possible.
The baby or your
Both.
brother?
Both. Yeah. Both. So if we see him, sometimes we'll pull up at his job to see him. Or we'll text and say, or even my grandma could say she called about a week ago and she asked for Johnny. And she picked up his phone. She said, the girl ain't never picked up Johnny's phone. And told him that she'll call back. And I text my brother that time. I said, Grandma said she called you, never picked up. He said, okay, sis, I'll call back. But that was even strange with her answering his phone and stuff like that. But very controlling. She didn't want him near any females or even us as sisters.
Okay. Did you ever hear him say anything about wanting to commit suicide?
No. The reason why I knew that was a lie because when he got out of prison, he went to prison young. He got out. He said, I never want to hurt my mom again. He said, sis, when I get out, I'm going to do everything. I'm going to do everything I can to make mom happy, to make up for what I did to y'all. He said, because I don't never want y'all to go through anything like that before. He got a relationship with his son, his oldest son. He hadn't seen, was a baby when he went in there. He gave him a place to stay. He was always helping others. And he got a job and never looked back. Never looked back, never turned to the streets or anything. He was all about getting himself together for our mother. And that's what he wanted to do, stay out the streets, stay out the way. He called her every day. He called my mom every day. He checked on her every day. So, no, committing suicide, no. Never.
Okay. Anything else you would like to add, Ms. Bloodworth? Okay.
No, that'll be all.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Your last name Powell, right? Okay, I want to make sure.
Okay.
Okay, what can you tell me about Mr. Johnny?
Johnny was more laid back. He didn't like confrontations. Anytime there's an argument or anybody's arguing, he always step away. He'll throw his hand up just like this. He don't want to have you done. He's done. It takes a lot to really push Johnny.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
No.
It takes a lot to push Johnny to make him mad. And we don't even see that side of him. We have never known Johnny to put his hands on anybody. A female, Johnny has 4 sisters and a mother. And he had never rolled up at none of them, Silly. He loved to play his game. And he loved his kids more than anything. Anything you ask for, he'll give it to you. He'll get you his last. He break it, he gonna go by, he gonna make sure he try to fix it or make sure that you get as soon as possible. He was a real good heart person.
Okay, what can you tell me about Miss Renita?
Renita.
How was her personality?
Renita is more of a, according to Johnny, Renita is more of a bully. And she tries to run everything that he has. He can't be with his family. He haven't been with us with functions and stuff because she nuts up. He used to like to go play cards and stuff with his buddies and stuff. He don't do that. He stopped doing that because she didn't want him doing that. She always accused him of stuff. I would call him. His phone would be off, as in turned off, because he's trying to hide the phone so she won't go through his phone. She take the phone for a couple of days. He don't have a phone. He have to use the little government phone. And then she'll give him his phone back like he was a little child. So that's why I call it controlling. Johnny never, we're a very close family. You know, we have functions and stuff. Johnny be the only one missing. Because Renita has an issue with Johnny being with his family and around his friends and stuff, close family. So I consider her as controlling, bullying, a bully, you know. And Johnny, his heart was right there with his kids. The only reason Johnny dealt with Renita, and these are Johnny words, the only reason Johnny dealt with Renita is because of his kids. That's the only reason. He didn't want to be with her. He just wanted to see his kids. And coming over in the middle of the night, trying to snatch the kids up, because she was a very jealous person too. She would think people was in his house. Now he had girls in the house. First thing he'd say, that girl been over here, thought somebody was in the house, you know, and then they got into it last night. I didn't go to bed till late. She done came up. I mean, it's just all kind of crazy stuff that she's done to just really just try to, you know, provoke Johnny or, you know, control him. That's how I feel.
Okay. Did you ever see them involved in any type of physical altercations?
They kept that from me. They kept that from me. Okay. All this stuff that's coming out now, Johnny kept that from me. Okay. And the only reason that a lot of my that my other siblings saw because a few of them lived with it, you know, and they saw that side. But on the outside, we really didn't see. I didn't see it. You know, I live in Jonesboro.
Yes,
they live in Griffin. You know, I only go by what I hear, what
right.
Johnny tells me. And if he can't come, like, why you not here?
Right.
You know,
yeah.
And he would tell me what happened, what's going on. You know. So I'm just like, well, darn.
Okay.
You know.
Did you talk to him a lot on the phone?
Okay. I talked to him a lot on the phone. And when he moved from that house, she was the house that he's staying in now. The previous residence that he stayed in, I told Johnny, I said, this is a fresh start. Do not let Renita move with you. I said, you have to get your kids. You get your kids and you give her the kids back and you go on about your business. Because from what I heard that she had put the gun out on him. She shot in the air. All kind of crazy stuff was going on in the house. So I told Johnny, once you move, you start off. The next thing I knew, she had moved in.
Do you know if the police was called out there when the gun and stuff was pulled?
My niece said police called like twice, 2 or 3 times.
Okay.
So I know she said 2.
Okay.
Police was called because Renita came over there in the middle of the morning. They had to call the police. She had put, well, Johnny told me she put a gun out on her.
Okay.
And she was trying to snatch the kid. Her and her mom was trying to snatch the kids out in the middle of the night. I think like 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
Okay.
And they also went by my other sister's house with a carload of people looking for Johnny.
What happened with that incident?
I really don't know.
Okay.
Because my sister was upset. So that's when I called Johnny and asked Johnny what was going on. And he told me this crazy girl done pulled a gun out on me.
With the car full of people?
With the people that was in the car. I don't know what transpired, what happened, how did she come about pulling the gun out on him. But he said she pulled the gun out on him. And as they drove away, they were shooting. She was shooting in the air. She shot the gun in the air.
Do you know if the police was called about that incident?
Yeah, that's the incident that the police were called.
Okay.
They called the police on that one.
Okay. And that's the address you gave me, right?
The one that was on
Hamhout or something like that. Yeah.
But Hamhout.
Okay.
Road.
Okay. Yeah, I got the address in my phone. I gotta pull that record from dispatch. Did you ever see any bruises or anything on Renita when you would see her?
No. Renita had never acted abused or anything. She always hugging on him. You know, I mean, I would hear stuff, and then you would think, oh, this is common relationship argument.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? They going back. No, Renita ain't never beat. I mean, Renita ain't never had no bruises on her, nothing. It's always, babe this, babe that. Babe, what you gonna do? Babe, what you want to do? And even Renita's mom, she was crying. I called her because I have the kids now.
Mhm.
I got custody of the kids.
Mhm.
So Renita's mom called me and she asked me. She said, she told me, she said, I love Johnny just like he's my son. And she asked me could she come to the funeral. And I was shocked. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh, whoa. You know, I said, that's something you got to discuss with my mom and the family. You know, I said, she was like, well, I love Johnny. Johnny was just like a son to me. And I really wanted to see if I'm going to miss Johnny. I collapsed in the floor when I found out Johnny had been shot and all this. But so, you know, now I'm just like, how could you love somebody that you said beat your child? You want to come to the funeral? So I'm confused. And I also, when I was cleaning Johnny's room, I went to clean Johnny's house up. I seen gift bags from where the mom and the stepdad had bought Johnny gifts for Christmas. With their name on it. To Johnny from, I forgot the stepdad name, and the mama.
Okay. Did Mr. Johnny ever seem depressed or say he wanted to commit suicide?
Johnny loved life. Johnny loved life. Nobody could never tell my brother wanted to commit suicide. Johnny loved life. That's all we talk about is starting a business. We don't talk about starting a business. We just talked about that like 2 weeks ago. Starting a business. Johnny loved life. He loved life. He would never do that. He wasn't depressed to kill himself. I mean, he didn't have anything to kill himself for. He had everything. He had his kids. He clearly wasn't standing what Renita did. The only thing he worried about was the babies.
Yeah.
You know, and she's coming over there, started with him in the middle of the night. My mom and my stepdad having to get up out their bed 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, not 1, 2, 3 times. They was going over there. I mean, Renita and the mama trying to fight my brother, trying to jump on my brother. He leave his house, let them have the house. Go stay gone 2 or 3 days, come over here and stay with mama for a couple of days till everything died down. So no. Johnny would never harm himself, and ain't nothing nobody can tell me. I took care of that baby and I helped my mom raise that baby. He would never do that.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
I raised that baby.
And did you ever see him get angry, upset, or like how? Well, angry, I know everybody has gotten to a point to where they get mad or something bothers them. So how did Johnny react when he would get mad or become upset? Would he lash out? Would he shut down? Would he just be quiet, or like what?
He would lash out. He'll say what he got to say. He'll leave. He'll get in the car and leave. He just leave. Like mom be like, Johnny, come back here.
So any confrontation, he just went away from it.
He always do that. We can have function, family function. He say something to one of the kids. They go back and forth. He like, nah, I'm done. He get in the car and he just leave. Johnny not gonna stand there and argue. He ain't gonna stand there and argue. She'll say that. I just say what I said. I'm gone. And he gone. And he leave.
Okay. Okay.
And then a female, Johnny would dare put her hand on a female. He wouldn't dare do that. Like I said, Johnny got 4 sisters, and he got a mom. He wouldn't dare put his hand on a female. He don't play that. He don't play that at all.
Yes, ma'am.
He throw them hands up now. He don't babysit for us and everything. Johnny don't even pop these kids. So I know he ain't beat nobody. He don't even pop his own kids.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So, Johnny took care. That's why these kids love him, because he's spoiled. Johnny ain't gonna harm nobody. And he ain't gonna harm these kids. He ain't gonna harm nobody.
Okay.
So that part I don't believe.
Okay. Anything else you want to add, Miss Vanessa?
As far as
Mr. Johnny character in the incidents that you seen happen between him and Renita. If you can think of anything else, you know how to get
like I said, it really wasn't no incidents that I've seen. Incidents
that you just heard about.
But every time I see her, she be hugging on me, rubbing on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
That's the only thing that I seen.
Okay.
Hey, love. And I said, where's Johnny? Hold on, Johnny, babe. Vanessa on the phone. Baby this, baby that, baby
Gotcha.
this. So that's why I didn't think. I just thought it was just a pretty. That's why I didn't get into their arguments. And
Right.
stuff. My mom would go over there. I didn't realize how bad it was. I thought it was just, you know, like little regular arguments. Somebody arguing,
that couple
Johnny just
stuff
go ahead
there.
and leave.
Right.
Because that's what couples do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because every time I see him, she hugged up on him. She loved
Right.
she run behind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then I found out she was. Then after Johnny got there talking to me and telling me how jealous she was, didn't want him around people and didn't want like he go out to try to play cards or something like that. She didn't want him hang with the boys no more. Just a lot of stuff. You just couldn't go like he used to. I don't know what changed or what happened, you know.
You just trying to sit still to make her happy.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was with them kids. Just sitting out now. I just want to be there for my kids.
Yeah.
That's how he just told me.
Okay. All right. Well, if you can think anything else, just reach out to me. I still got your contact number, so I'm just a phone call away.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Going up to you.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
What's your name?
Wanda Allen.
Your sister, right?
Yes.
What's your birthday? So what can you tell me about Mr. Johnny?
He was a good guy. Good father. Good worker. Would pretty much give you anything. Clothes off his back if you had it. And not just, I'm not saying just because he's my brother, but he was a good guy. Good guy. I used to come down to his job on Wednesdays. Those are my off days. Well, my Wednesday was my off day. And I would come to Griffin on Wednesday and get lunch and go sit at his job. And he would sit in the car and eat lunch. Just go get lunch and he would just sit there and eat. And Wednesday was the next day.
Okay. Do you recall any incidents with him and Miss Renita? Did you see them get into any altercations, verbally or physically?
I didn't actually see it, but I heard. I did remember going to the house on a couple of occasions when he stayed off McIntosh.
Okay. That's the Helm Hawk? Okay.
Yeah, when it was, her mom was over there, they came over there trying to jump on him. There was a lot of stuff he kept from us because he knew how we was.
Right.
So he wouldn't tell us a lot of stuff. We asked, how you doing? Why don't you get out, leave her, just leave and get your own place. And that's what he was trying to do. He left that house, moved on Ellis Road. She had her place out there. I was staying with her mom until she got her place.
In Spotted Height? Okay.
Then she was still coming over there, I guess.
Okay. So what can you tell me about Miss Renita when you was around her? How was her character? Did she speak? Was she friendly or?
She would speak. She was kind of standoffish a little bit, but she would speak. I guess because how we felt about our brother. And we had known from previous things that had happened with him and her.
Right.
I think she kind of knew.
That y'all went too fond of.
We wasn't
Gotcha.
taking no jump when it came down to him.
Okay. Did you ever see Renita with any bruisings or scars or anything?
Never seen her with no bruises or scars. Never.
Okay. Did Mr. Johnny ever say anything about wanting to hurt himself, commit suicide?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Nope. If things got real bad, he'll walk away. He'll throw up his hands and he'll walk off. He don't like confrontation.
Gotcha.
And stuff. He'll walk off. Never got that bad. When he wanted to kill himself.
Okay. Anything else you can add?
It was like, even like with family functions, he was, because of her, we would have to beg him to come like to family functions because he would try to stick around because he knew that she would be calling, and then she would call and he had to leave. So it was like it was real hard. My mama had her birthday party at my house. We had a surprise party at my house in August. And I literally had to beg him to come. I'm like, please be on time. Please show up. All of us girls would be there, but then he would either be late or come towards the end because he knew that she would be calling. He had to leave. It was like a control thing.
Okay. Okay, that's all I can think of right now on the top of my head. Anything else you want to add?
No, I got, I don't know if you knew this, like, previous girlfriend with Johnny.
I'll take it just in case, yeah. Okay. Alright, well, I got your number, so if I can think of anything else, or if I need anything else from you, I'll just reach out and contact you, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Hey, I'm Investigator Biloxi Griffin PD.
Yes, ma'am.
What's your name, sweetie?
Brenda Clark.
What's your birthday, Miss Clark? What can you tell me about Mr. Johnny?
He's real funny. He's a comedian.
Really?
He's a comedian in the family, just about.
Okay.
But he's real quiet. He kind of stay to himself. He kind of keep his personal life to himself. I noticed that. So, yes, he's a kid from what I know.
Okay, did you ever see any incidents with him and Renita?
Well, we were, I was called, I don't know how many times. They had been arguing one day, and I went over.
Can I speak up a little bit? My body can't got to catch you, sweetie.
Okay, I don't like to, get myself into a lot of uproar or whatever, because of that reason. So, but I know I went over there a couple of times, and they had got into it, and he always called and let us know. Oh my God! He was afraid, so he would call his family, and so by the time we would get over there, she done booked up and left. She's left. I just haven't just seen it in his presence, but she done got out of the scene by the time we come around.
Gotcha.
And well, my niece, she would have to speak up for her part.
Okay.
So he was living in with one niece at one time. So all of them were sharing a place.
Okay.
But she'll tell you that.
Yes, ma'am.
But I had to know one time, because my niece had got my little nephew, and they had stayed in. It was last year sometime. And I had went over there to take my little nephew some goodies. I was on my way to work.
Yes, ma'am.
And so I'm dropping the goodies by, Martin's oldest son, Katie, we call him Katie. He was over there. He was in the other room, and she had just the 1-year-old, Josiah. She had him in the little playpen, like a little playpen, and he was just hollering. I mean, he was screaming to the top. The baby was screaming to the top. Renita was on the bed, lying down, fast asleep. I thought she was just asleep. So I kind of just tapped her, and I called her twice. Renita,
Right.
Just kind of tapped her, but she didn't move. She was just out. I didn't know she had to work hard, took something or what.
Right.
But anyway, the baby was in the playpen, he's hollering down. He had a mess. His coat was, diaper was full, needed changing. And he was laying on his back, and cereal came out of his bottle. He appeared to have cereal and milk in the bottle at that time. And it was all in his face, all in his mouth and nose, eyes, hair, everything. So I went into the room and said, Katie, you don't want to come keep an eye on your baby brother. Can you change him? I'm on my way to work. I was just dropping the little snacks off for Diddy. And so that particular day, so Katie said, okay. I said, she won't wake up or whatever, but the baby just hollering to his top of his lungs. And Katie said, okay, I'll get him. I said, please change him. Try to wipe his, clean him up. But that was just an incident that I see when she was unfit. Me as a mother, that's unfit. I mean, come on. So I called my brother that day. I called him when I was leaving his house. I said, Jack, I don't know what's going on with Renita. She ain't waking up, the baby over there hollering. I asked Katie to see about it or whatever. I said, the baby need changing and got serial mess everywhere, a big mess. And he told me that day, he said, oh, wow. See, man, and that's all he said. Like he just,
right.
Did this a lot.
Yeah.
He said, man, golly, okay, all right, sis, thank you, sis. I'll go over and check on the baby. But that was that day. That was that one incident that I encountered with her. And one other incident, something happened between her and my brother. I don't know what argument came back up, whatever. She had pulled out a gun and threatened him one time. I don't know who was in the car with her, but she came, it was late one night, near 12 o'clock. And I was about to go to bed, and some car whipped up in my yard. And I came to the door, I thought,
oh, that's me.
Okay. I came to my door, it was near midnight that night.
Okay. So they came to your house?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Renita, she was the only one that came to the door. She jumps out, come to the door. Hey, Nita, how you doing? I said, all right, everything okay? Johnny said you had my baby over here. Josiah over here? I said, no. I said, no, everything okay? Yeah, everything all right. I'm just looking at you. I'm just trying to pick Josiah up. That's what she gave me. I didn't know if that was true, but
right.
Whoever was in the car with, the car was full. And she just said, okay. Like I told her, the baby was not with me. She was looking for the baby.
Okay.
And whatever went down with them, whatever, I don't know what was going on, but I heard later on that she hadn't got into it with him again.
Gotcha.
And brandished a weapon.
Okay.
But that was the next kind of crazy
yeah.
that I encountered with her.
Okay.
When she pulled up at my house near midnight looking for
right.
me. So that was out of the odd.
Okay.
And she was like, all right, that night went on back, and I don't know what kind of car it was that day, or who was in it.
Right.
But it was a car full of people. That's all I know. But other than that, I don't know. I mean, in the beginning, I thought she was an okay person. I thought, but all this crazy behavior, you don't understand it.
Yeah.
And he seemed to, the reason I thought he was kind of quiet and kind of to himself, he didn't want to get hurt, I think. And in his mind, he thought like, well, I don't want nothing to go down with my family.
Yeah.
So he kind of just kept everything to himself. That wasn't good. It wasn't good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you can think of?
That's about it. I know my brother, he was a good person that I know. I mean, we grew up together. We didn't never fight as sisters and brothers much at all. And, he was just a quiet, laid back. He was real laid back.
Yes, ma'am. What's your telephone number, Miss Clark? Get out that phone. We have a business. I'm an investigator, blood to Griffin PD. I got your name somewhere in my notes, but I'm finna put it here. Secure Dallas. That's it. You're his niece, Mr. Johnny? Okay. Do I got your telephone number? 608. I'll take that down.
608.
Go ahead and tell me about Mr. Johnny.
He's a good, loving, goofy person. He has a great personality. Don't mind helping you with whatever you need. He's very outgoing, hard worker. That's all he was about, basically money. And making sure his nieces and nephews and kids was good. And just all around good person. He was very intelligent. Didn't bother nobody.
You need some
help. To himself.
Okay. What can you tell me about Miss Renita?
Mine is again. She's very crazy.
Why you say she crazy? What happened? What done happened to make you think she crazy?
When they used to step beside us in Lovejoy,
Okay.
she would do like things like he can go to the store and she would drive like the golf cart up there to the store thinking he doing things. She would hit on. I saw a couple of times she hit on him. You know, little petty argument. She hit on him and he'll get in the car and he'll leave. So one particular time, he called my grandma, told my grandma, you know, they was up there arguing. He left, so she told me to go over there. I went over there. She's going back and forth. Your uncle did this. He just mad at me. Now they just having a petty argument, and she would get angry and like hit on him, punch on him. He'll just walk away, stuff like that. And it was one particular day she had that AR-15 and that 9, so I'm just sitting on the bed and a whole lot of pills, just sitting there. So once I realized that he was gone, I still went over to try to see what was going on. And she was just telling me, we just got into a small argument or whatever. And so her mom came up there. And she came and got her. And then they ended up leaving. I want to say, was the baby born? I'm not sure if the baby was born yet, the little boy. But they ended up leaving, but she was always flashing those guns and showing those guns after she had. And then I know about maybe a month ago, I went over there and he asked me, he called me. He said, Takira, could you come help me hook up my Wi-Fi? I want to go help him hook up the Wi-Fi. We'll try it. And he said, I think she blocked me from it. She was not staying there. She was there when she was over in her house. And so I went over there and I tried to hook it up. He was like, I think she blocked me or whatever. He was like, I was like, wait, what's wrong? He was like, she just came in here. At 5 o'clock this morning, being on the door, going crazy, telling me she gonna call the police on me because I wouldn't get up. She thought I had somebody in here, and I wouldn't get up and open the door for her and give her the baby back, just like.
Okay.
And I was like, well, you just need to leave her alone. He said, I have left her alone, but she just keep coming up over here. That's the last time he actually talked to me about her and told me about her, but I been knew about those guns she had.
Okay. And tell me a little more about that incident she was talking about the other day with them being at the gas station and.
Oh yeah, when she was up here at the Chevron. She was up there. They said she was up there at the Chevron, and they got to arguing in the store, and they got to arguing in the store, and she was in the store telling him that she was gonna kill her. So my uncle, being him, probably wasn't thinking like she gonna kill me. So he probably got in the car and went home. And then they said when he walked outside, she tried to run him over with the car.
And this happened at the Chevron on Taylor?
One right here by the street from his house. It's the one right there.
Okay, super speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's say Chevron.
Yeah, I know, that's what they call it though, the super speed. Okay.
Yeah, happened right there by his house. But I mean, I don't know most of the times when she gonna put her hands on him, and he's not that type of hit female, so he'll just walk away.
Okay.
So,
do you know what day that happened up there at the Chevron?
The day before he got killed.
Okay, when she tried to run him over with the car? Okay.
Yeah, that's the day before he got killed.
Alright, I gotta go up there and try to get video. I've been trying to talk to Mr. Danny, but I'm not able to get him. He the manager,
yeah,
the one that do the video stuff.
No, Troop was there that night.
Who?
Troop. I don't know his real name.
Troop?
He got dreads. He was up there actually the night we went up there, but he said the other guy wasn't there. But he said he had just saw my uncle the day before.
Okay. So he said
that day. Yeah, either earlier that day or the day before he saw me in the store. He said he was in good spirit. He was talking to people, everything. But she's. I mean, at first, you wouldn't think that she'd be that type of person. But it was every time they got into an argument, her mama was always there. Her mama would always go to the house with her. It never a time where her mama did not be with her or came over there with her doing when they got to arguing. So like she is, you know, I was the one that she never just, because she deleted the rest of the family off Facebook, so I'm on there. I have the pictures of the gun that she posted, and it's just little things she'll say and post on her page. but you wouldn't think none of it. Because when she around us, it's a totally different scenery. But, yeah, she was pretty throwed off. And she's going to, and like my cousin, he's not here right now, his son, he said, that's why we're trying to get into it. He said that she said that told her if she ever was to kill somebody to plead insane. Me personally, I never known her to be on any type of medication though. So if she's on any type, it's her mom's, but it's not hers.
Okay.
Because I was the type to go through his room and sleep around, see what was in there.
You used to go through your uncle's room?
Yeah, sleep around and see what was in there. And see, the only thing I saw was those guns laying on the bed.
Well, I know I talked to this lady that he worked with, and she said that she mentioned to him about getting some cameras.
Yeah.
Did he get any?
Because I asked him about it.
Okay.
They're hanging up at his house, but they're not connected.
Okay. Okay.
And he said he's going to get them hooked up, but he never got the chance to get them hooked up.
Okay.
Yeah, they actually hanging up over there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, she had showed us some messages. Well, she was going up on him, he wasn't responding, and she'll call his phone, constantly call. He probably not in there because it was like, she stayed up there by us.
Okay.
But she'll be going off on him, I'm finna leave, and this and that, blah, 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 blah.
So you think they'll have a lot of text messages back and forth?
I'm sure. Okay. Mostly her typing paragraphs and stuff, because he would never respond. She'll say, call your uncle. I ain't gonna call him because he's at work. She'll pull up on him while he's at work. She'll, like I said, ride down there to the golf cart, on the golf cart, and go sit and see where he at. He could be honestly at the store playing the lottery.
Right.
And she'll follow him down.
Oh wow.
But, yeah, she was that type. Or he could be at our house and she'll call him and stuff.
Okay.
So, yeah, and his game is missing, so I don't know who got that, but his cord's still there. So I'm trying to figure out. A couple of his things was missing.
Yeah, I just talked to one of his friends that I just talked to said the game had tore up. Well, they said that Renita tore the game up, so I don't know if he threw it away or what. But yeah, somebody I just talked to said that she had tore it up.
It was there last time I went over there.
Okay.
You'll probably, and his son, you'll probably get way more information because he used to stay with them.
Okay.
Before, a couple of months before this happened, he used to stay with him a couple of months before.
Okay.
But yeah, and I got some more cousins that used to, they actually got to fight with her. Because the boy, she used to hit on him and talk to him and everything. So, yeah. But me, as me having the conversation with him, nah.
So you ain't really talk to her too much?
I speak and keep it moving, but those two guns that y'all found, them are her guns. As I saw her with those same guns when she was standing in Clinton County.
Okay.
So yeah, them belong to her.
Okay. Alright, so if I need anything else from you, I just reach out. Okay. I'm pretty sure questions don't pop up in my head, and I'm like, yeah, I need to call them. So
okay, that's fine.
I'll be calling.
All right.
Alright. You're welcome.
Take mine, just been decalled, but she said she.
Alright, I'm investigator Blood to Griffin PD. What's your name, sweetie?
Shakidra Smith.
Spell it for me.
SHAKEDRA Smith.
What's your birthday, Miss? What can you tell me about Mr. Johnny?
Where to start? That he was kind, he was nice, a big-hearted person. My grandmother raised all 5 of her kids to be big-hearted, and it kind of like trickled down to us. So he was really kind-hearted. He would give his last. You would never know that it was his last, but he would give it. He loved his kids, and he was just a loving person. He kept us out of trouble lots of times. Soft-spoken, unlike my mom and my aunt. I've rarely ever seen him raise his voice. It didn't even matter the situation, even when he would disagree when it comes to his sisters in regards to my grandmother's care or anything. He would just walk away. He wasn't really the type of person to argue or anything. Walking away was his thing. I think that's all of our thing because I do it too. But he would walk away. He wasn't a violent person.
How long did you stay with him?
I didn't live with them, but one of the homes that they lived in was my mom's, and so I was there a lot.
Okay. So they live with your mom?
They lived at my mom's home.
At your mom's home. Gotcha. Okay. So what type of incidents did you see there with Johnny and Renita?
I didn't see many. I only saw a few. I think that certain things, some people keep in their home. I didn't see much, but I seen a lot of, I would say bickering. Not just amongst them two, but Renita, she kind of, there was an incident where I was there. I think my cousin was there doing my eyelashes or something, and she had the baby in the front living room in the car seat, and I think he went to pick the baby up, and she went over to cuss him out for picking him up, and he was just like, hey, look, like, this my kid too.
Right.
I want to. And she just passed out, like, start threatening him and all kinds of stuff.
What did she say?
We left, just things like how she would whip his ass and all kind of stuff like that. And so I can't watch none of my family members go through anything like that. And at the time, I was in nursing school. I took a break after that, but I was in nursing school, so I could
right, you couldn't risk it.
No, and I was not about to, so I would just leave. But she would say things like that, how she would fight them. There was incidents to where when we weren't there and my cousin was there, to where she didn't know my cousin had moved in, and I guess he had told her he didn't want to be with her anymore, so she left and moved in with her mom. And out of the blue, weeks later, she pulls up to his home with her mom and her sister outside trying to fight him, and she didn't know that other family was there. And I don't know how that turned out. You would have to ask her when she gets here, but there was just little incidents like that took place to where it's like she couldn't accept the fact that he didn't want to be with her anymore. And I understand that she's younger, so I don't know if that played a part. They had a son. Sometimes people want to keep the family together.
Right.
You just never know.
Yeah.
But he was never the type to, and I heard things like her family saying, but he never put his hands on her. I never witnessed that. I never witnessed him even raise his voice at her, let alone put his hands on her.
So you ain't never see her like with no bruises and stuff?
No. She never had any marks on her. She never had any bruises. She never... You can tell when a person's being abused in a relationship. Let me say that. Verbally, emotionally. Even if it's not physically, you can tell by the way they carry themselves. You can tell when somebody's faking like they have a happy relationship. And you can tell more so when it's your family because you know how they operate. I did not get that vibe from her. He seemed a little terrified of her, and me and my cousins would joke around about it sometimes, but it just wasn't, I guess it wasn't funny because it was really a situation.
Right.
But he just seemed, there was times where we knew things were going on, and we was just like, just let us get this one time. And he was like, no, it's okay, it's all right, we okay, ain't nothing going on. He would downplay it, but you kind of just knew when something was going on. You just knew when something was wrong. And
right.
She seemed like really, really aggressive. I never not seen her not upset. There was one incident to where I reached out to her to see the kids, and she would never respond. Or this is before the baby was born, so Josiah. She would never respond. And then there was an incident this May to where she finally responded. And I kept asking her where my uncle is, and she wouldn't respond. There was times where I would call his phone, and she would answer. Like, who the fuck is this?
Right.
I doubt right now.
Right.
And I was like, tell her who I am. And she would be like, oh, how you doing? I'm sorry about that. Like, why would you even be answering
the phone?
Why would you be answering in that manner? I don't allow nobody to answer my phone because, like I said, I'm in school, and so anybody can answer your phone any kind of way. However, if it's just laying around or anything, any incident where y'all disagree about something, y'all not talking now, y'all having y'all moments, because people do in relationships.
Right.
There's no reason why that should have been the way you answer the phone, and it
right.
happened more than once. But yet, and still, we didn't treat her any kind of way, but she would come around. We still treated her with love because that's who he...
Yeah, that's who he chose.
Yeah, that's who the mother of his child. That's just not what we're for, like, mistreating people, not in this way. But she would answer the phone, who the fuck is this? There was classmates. She didn't go to school with me. I believe she went to school with my brother. She might have graduated 2 years after me, if I'm not mistaken.
I think she graduated in like 2013.
Yeah. So
somewhere around it.
Let's not talk about age. But heard things of how she acted, but I did not believe it until, you see it first.
Yeah.
You answer. My cousins live with her, and I would get phone calls all the time. And she put her hands on him. She swung on him. He's holding the baby. Why would you go to put your hands on somebody? I don't care what they say to you that you do not like when they're holding your child. And this baby, defenseless. I mean, I just did not understand. I never seen her as somebody that was sweet. That I never seen her that way. Anybody that I've ever spoken to before now, just in regards to my family, period. She never was a speaking nice type of person to speak to anybody. When it came down to him, she never even wanted him around his family. And I'm a firm believer that women can be abusive in relationships too, especially when they know maybe you have a history when you were younger that may follow your background, and they try to use it against you. And I just felt like in this situation, that's what happened. My uncle would never call the cops. I believe he did a few times. My cousin will be able to tell you more about that because she lived in their home.
Okay.
But there was a few incidents to where he wouldn't. He just wasn't that person. He was out of the law's hands from an incident that happened when he was a teenager, and he didn't. He promised us when he got out he was never going back. He was going to make sure that we never went into the system, make sure that we knew how to handle situations, make sure that we knew not to ruin our future. Most parents make sure that you don't follow in their footsteps. And he was that person to say, look, a lot of my nieces and nephews grew up without a father. My father was murdered when I was just 3-4 years old. So he was that father figure for me. And he made sure I didn't get in any trouble. He was there for us, that disciplinary. But he wasn't the disciplinary one that would whip you or that would punish you. He would sit down and have a conversation with you.
Right.
To help you understand your parents' point of view and what you should do.
Yes, sir.
He never was violent in any way towards anybody. Not anyone he's ever dated. You can go down the list. I can't say who all.
Right.
But they would be able to tell you the same exact thing. Never. And he had some rough relationships. So, this is just what to deal with.
Yeah, I can imagine.
He was that father figure. And he would have never done anything to disrupt his family. I don't think he would have ever done anything to jeopardize his relationship with his children or his freedom. And he damn sure was not suicidal at all. Ever. That would be the last thing on his mind, my car out there, he helped me get it last March. Yeah.
Alright, well, you pretty much answered everything for me. I ain't gonna have to ask you now.
Oh, you're supposed to ask me questions.
Oh, no, you did good. Everything I wanted to know. Yeah, it's a lot to take in all at once. Yeah, I understand.
Well, y'all want to call me over and tell me come.
But all right, Miss Smith, I got your number, so if I need anything, I'll just reach out to you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Hey, I'm Investigator Bluxter, Griffin PD. What's your name?
Deandra.
Spell it for me.
DEAUNDRA.
What's your last name?
Kelly.
Is it EY or just Y?
EY.
EY. What's your birthday? What's your relation to Mr. Johnny?
His niece.
Okay. Okay, you lived in the home with Mr. Johnny and Miss Renita? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what can you tell me about their relationship when you stayed in the home? How was it?
Toxic.
Toxic how?
That's it, because he really didn't ever really want to stay at home. Well, he always working, because she didn't work, so he had to pay all the bills. And like, when he get out of work, he come home, it'd be some mess. I don't know, because they'll be in the room, I always know what it's about. But
right.
Like, sometimes they'll be in the room and come out, and then they'll just be arguing and stuff. And he'll leave, like, and be on for like 2 days. And when he come back, she don't even matter. So they will always find. So he really just try to stay at work or stay out. But he used to tell her to never keep her guns loaded in the house. So she never kept the guns, though. Like, he made sure because we was in the house and I got kids, like, his other niece and nephew, he never wanted in the house. So he was like, don't keep these guns up in the house for the kids here. So, and, that's how I know, like, none of her guns should have been loaded, even if they was over there with him. Like, 'cause he don't keep his guns loaded, so. But she used to always, like, get mad and go shoot the gun in the air.
How long did you live with her?
2 years.
Okay, so you were there for a minute. Did you ever see her put her hands on him?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
What would he do?
Just leave. He was like, and because I was there, so I'd be like, like, what you want me to do? Like, I'm here. You ain't got to touch her. He wouldn't even touch her. Like, he got a family full of women. Like, my uncle never been like that. He the only boy. So, he never don't touch her. Like, I was there. He ain't have to, or he got people he can call. He ain't never have to put his hands on her there. He always left. So, he'll just be gone.
So you ain't never seen no bruises and stuff on Renita?
I mean, one time when they called the police, they got that on record. But he grabbed her, because she had to take the screen door off at our old address. And he was trying to, like, get her out of the house. And he put her on. Yeah, she had a bruise, though. She exaggerated it. Her mama came over there, they called police, because she called her mama first. Like, every time she come over there, like, because I done got into it with them. I had to fight her and her sister and her mama. Like, because they came over there, you know, on some BS. Like, they always be, I don't know, them folks just weird. They just were always weird. I never really liked them, you know. So. But and then it should be on record that she used to shoot the gun. Like, she get mad, she go outside and shoot the gun in there. Like,
did it happen at just, what is it, Hammock? It happened in other places too?
In Lovejoy, when we stayed in Lovejoy, that's when I moved in with them when they were staying in Lovejoy. So
okay.
She shot his phone out there because she seen him texting his wife because he married. So,
gotcha.
So she got mad and went outside, took his phone, shot it. He left. Then came down here, got my grandma's phone. Like, got another one. I had to come get another phone from her. Like, she was crazy. Like, she always shooting him, you know, like. But,
yeah, it is. It's a very messed up situation. So what can you tell me, like, about Renita? Like, how was she? Like, how does she act around you?
She just used to always try to make it seem like my uncle cheating on her. Like, she real insecure.
Real insecure?
She real insecure. Like, I used to be like, bro, don't she sit there and talk about like bullshit she talk about. Like, she just sit there and just be talking to me like, I ain't never really used to converse. I guess she just
right.
I was just gonna
listen
to her,
right
and listen to what she got to say, but nah, she stay high. Like, he always brought her weed for this shit her, or a carton of cigarettes for this shit her, or whatever pills she be popping and that shit her. So yeah, like that the only time she be coming, like when she down high or something. So, but what I was gonna say, she was calm when I was at the house with her. I was at the house with her most of the time. Cause like I said, when my husband don't like confrontation, so he'll just leave. Like, he'll be gone for like 2-3 days.
Right.
And a lot of times they don't make it better. Like, he ain't real big on communicating. Like,
right. He gonna run away from it. Yeah.
So. So then she used to be mad because he don't call her and stuff like that, and she be mad blowing him up. Like, he don't show me time when she don't call him. And he had a missed call, 66 missed calls, stuff like crazy stuff like that. Like, she just crazy. Period. She just crazy. But yeah, she always just been like that. I ain't never think she'll just go that far, but she always been trigger happy. She ain't done. She always carrying with her, always posting them and stuff like that on Facebook, on her stories, on Snapchat, like all that. She do that. Even with her chilling around. Like,
have you ever seen her shoot the AR?
Mm-mm. No. Because, like I said, he never kept them guns loaded. When she had first brought that thing, I don't know if it was her mama boyfriend or somebody brought her that gun. And my Uncle Johnny was like, I hope y'all ain't brought her no bullets like to go.
Right. Yeah.
And they were like, nah. So I don't know if she went and got them another time, but when she had got the gun at first, because we was on him out then, when she got the gun at first, like, it wasn't no bullets. So I didn't even know the gun even had bullets.
Right. Okay. So was Mr. Johnny like the insecure type? Did he ever seem that way?
So he always doing him anyway. Like he didn't really want to stand what she was doing. He just was doing what he knows to do, taking care of home. That's it. Like and that's what I don't know. I feel like it should work. It's just they communication. I know I used to tell my uncle, like, just tell her, like, what he doing. Like, she'll think he going over to some girl house and he'll be over on Cherry Street at Cree House, like, gambling or something like that.
Right.
So, but he don't be telling her, so she's sitting there, picking
Mind
up
wandering.
calling her mama. Always on the phone.
So she will always call her mama?
Yes. Always on the phone with her mama, her sister. They'll be on the three-way, like, together, like, crazy type something. Like, that's who she call her. Every time she get into it with my uncle, she call her mama. She go to the room, shit though. But yeah. He went in confrontation now. He just was bad at communicating with her. That's all I can really say about that. But she still was very insecure, like more than she should have. She used to just go ride like for a minute. She didn't have a car, and my uncle had bought her a golf cart just until he could get her a car.
Right.
So he had bought her a golf cart. Like, this girl's so crazy. He had left one day, and she went looking for him on the golf cart, like gone. Just looking for him on the golf cart.
Oh, wow.
And came back and didn't find him, so she got mad. So I don't know. So it was just little stuff like that. Oh, look, that girl really crazy, but then she be popping them pills. I don't know what kind of pills, because half of them used to say her mama name. Then my uncle Johnny used to say a lot of them would have her mama. That she was like, girl, that her mama. This girl just want to be crazy. Like, she ain't crazy. Like, that what he said, she ain't crazy. I like, you sure? You sure now?
Right.
Nah, he was like, nah, she ain't crazy. That's why he was like, girl, something wrong with her. Something wrong with her up there. He was like, something wrong with her up there.
Oh, wow.
He said, you don't even need to beat her up, because they going to mess up even more. No. So that's why I'm saying he spared her a lot of time, bro. And she never spared him.
Did you ever see her pull the gun on him?
Nah, but one day she came home and told him that she had just put the gun on him in the car, and he was mad. Like, I don't even see him there, but he was mad that day. He was like, the girl just pulled the gun on me. But I like, she don't keep it low. He was like, man, that ain't got nothing to do with it. Like, you don't put no gun on me. Like, no. So he started packing her stuff up. So he called her mom, so her mom couldn't get her stuff. Like, that was the only time, like, I heard her putting the gun on. But I know, like, when she get mad, she'll go get her gun and go outside. In the air, or wherever she can shoot. Because she did it with my kid that one day. And they knew I was coming back, and she called her mama. Her mama had already called the police over there, so, you know, I couldn't really go over there and react. Right. Yeah. I wanted to, but yeah, she used to shoot the gun while my kids was in the house when she get mad. And I be at work or something like that, or school. I was doing both. Like, I started never being there. I started going to school to go to work to help my Uncle Jenny, because she wasn't there, worrying her, and I seen that, so I put a stop to school to go back to work just to help him. So,
anything else you want to add? What's a good telephone number for you? Yeah. I talked to them the next day.
The white one?
I talked to him too, and I talked to the lady on the other side too. Hey, how you doing?
I'm so.
You okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sweetie. What would you like to add? I don't want to ask you too many questions because I don't want you to become upset. So I'm just gonna let you do the talking, and I'm gonna listen. So, what their relationship? Just tell me a little bit about it.
I tried to get along with her. My son came to me several times about it. She wanted to get her crazy. And I said, well, you get away from her. She's crazy. I said, you're the only baby I got, Luke. He said, yes, ma'am. So she called, Johnny would call when she get started. And I had my phone right side my bed. And the phone rang, I grabbed it. He said, Mom, come and get that girl. Come and get out for me, Mom. Call the police. Call the police. And I said, what's going on, Johnny? I jump up. I get my husband out the bed. We get up and go over. I think this maybe happened about 3 or 4 times over. And when I get there, she already done called her mama, her sister, her mama, and her sister, and the man where her mama stayed with, go with her. And the other boy was burnt. He comes.
Okay.
His sister go with her.
Okay.
And she said, Johnny abused me. I said, no, man. I would have to see it with my own eyes.
Did you ever see bruises on him?
No, man. She just said, I said, Johnny, no, man. Mom, you know me. He has a hand up. No, man. Mom, you know I don't do stuff like that. And I'm like, Johnny. I said, Johnny, did you hit his leg? No, ma'am. He said, Mom, that's why I called you. Come and get her. Make her get out of here. And that was because the house was in my name.
Right.
And I went over so many times to a situation. And I tried to talk to her. And I said, Renita, I said, won't you listen? I said, Johnny's a good person. He's not going to hit you. I said, Johnny, do anything he can for you. He would have me. I used to have a thrift shop to just bring furniture for his house, her mom's house, even down in East Creek. And when I got him this house, she took all her stuff that she had there. She took it out. I said, you shouldn't have put it in there because you had furniture.
Right.
And he was trying to please her. So this time I went to M&M, back up to M&M stuff.
Yes,
ma'am. I tell you, I had my son used to come up to M&M with me.
Okay.
And let him pick out what he wanted. So I just had research. He gave her all the stuff.
I heard.
That I bought.
Mm-hmm. And furnished her
Just to
apartment.
get her away from him.
Mm-hmm.
The bed, the big screen. I bought him at M&M. You can go up there and ask him.
Yeah, man.
And they would say, Miss Daisy, you love your children. You just buy for them. I buy for all of them. But Johnny was my sister.
That's your baby boy?
Only boy.
Mm-hmm.
And he took all his stuff. And then he come back to me and he said, Mom, I said, what, Johnny? He said, Renita got that apartment. I'm going to pay for her life. She got old bill. I said, I ain't even now paying for her bill. He said, I'm going to get out of there. That's my way of getting rid of her. I'm going to get her life, pay her old bill for her. I said, Johnny, you take what you make, baby, put it in your house. But he asked me and he brought it to her. And not only brought, he put it, made sure she got it over there. And then I went to dress it up. I'm the one that put the curtains up.
Yeah, man.
I'm the one that put the pictures on the wall. Because I love doing stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
And I went, load up my car full. Every one of my cars out here in New York, I think we got about 8 cars, but they got stuff in it. Come from a thrift store, I buying for their housing, and I just put it in there.
Yeah, man.
And I fixed up Johnny's house all the way back over again. That bedroom roof, I got it from M&M. They just put it out. I called him. I said, Johnny, you like that? He said, yes, ma'am. So I got that with $475 and put it in there. And I had him another, the lady in there, she ain't even carried it over there, another living room suit last week. I said, I'm going to like that brown soap in there, John, so I got a section I'm going to put in there. I just had to draw it.
Yeah, man.
So Tuesday when I went to work, I always called him. I called him on the way to work. And Johnny, he didn't sound right. I told y'all that. He sounded like you were running or something to me. He said, Mom, I'll call you back. I said, Johnny, I got the babies and pacified. You know, I was trying to tell him I had pacified blanket. You know, I said, in that car you brought, I got to get see at the window squeeze. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna call you back, Mom.
Get him out of here. Yeah.
So,
I'll take one.
I called back. I was looking at my telephone when I called a lady. Because I was looking at my phone at the job. I had to come from Williamson back up. And it was 7:13 on my phone that I called and tried to get another lady to come in to cover my shift.
Yeah, ma'am.
Because when I called back, he didn't answer at first, and I dialed back again, and Renita answered. And she said, hey, Mom. I said, where is Johnny? I didn't say hey back to her. I said, where is Johnny? And she said, oh, Johnny just shot himself. So you know how Johnny, he played with that gun and said he shot himself. I said, girl, you done killed my baby. Because she always used to mess with a gun that was on her hip like y'all were. She had to do it. My son did not kill himself. My son had people that love him. He wouldn't do it just for me because he know I love him and he know it would hurt me. Johnny didn't have a mind to kill himself. He loved life. He was buying stuff. He can go to the auction. I got my phone. I can show you. He'll send me pictures. Hey, Mom, I saw they car. Do you think me and you can go in together and get it and split it? And this car sitting over here. He brought it to me Tuesday morning. He said, I said, I got somebody interested. He said, sell it. You take that money, put it in your pocket. Don't get nobody. And so I carried him back to work in the car because I was going to go to work in the blue car. I said, I sat in the back. I said, no, you ain't sitting no back. You my baby. Get up here with me. He got in the car. You done ate them on. He said, no, man. He acted like he had some on his mind. So he said, Mom, take me home. I'm running late, Dara. I got to get on the computer. So I dropped him off at the place. And I went up to McDonald's. And I said, what do you want? He said, whatever I get. So I bought a McGrill and brought it back to the job. Make sure he had to eat. Yeah. And I said, here, boy, here's $5. Get you something to drink while you're on this call out all day. He said, nah, I got some money. Take the $5, boy. And he took it. And I know if I need it, he'll bring it right back and give it to me.
Yeah, man.
That's just the kind of person he was.
Okay. What can you tell me about Miss Renita? How is she? Is she friendly? Will she talk to you?
She would change by me being a nurse. I would serve people. She'll put on like she didn't do nothing. She'll paint a picture to you. And she'll be the goodest thing. And then she'll come back a few minutes later, she's somebody else. It's just like
a switch.
Personality-wise. And her mom, 2 peas in a pot. She'll come over and she'll just run her mouth and just, yeah. And Johnny said, man, y'all don't even know me like that. So, y'all ain't gonna run my life. Said, you might run here, but you ain't finna run mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And I said, you back off of my son. You know, I said, I'm not saying it to your daughter, and don't you say anything to him, because she tried to provoke him to say something. But he's not a fighting person. Anybody know my child? He's a good child. Like I said, ever since Johnny been back home, he's been a go-getter.
Yeah, that's what I said.
A go-getter. He's trying to have something.
Yep.
I let him have the van I bought for our church. I let him have that van. He'll come to the church. Him and that baby, that big little boy.
The little boy.
And that little boy, everybody he see, real dog, that boy holler. They carried him over there to the house yesterday. And he went to going through every room looking for John. He went through every room, and he didn't see Johnny. And then he'll sit down, and he'll do those little signs like Johnny was doing, just like,
bless their heart.
yeah. But those kids are innocent. Yeah, I thought the parents, the grown folks. But what I hear, that boy got burned. That girl did it to him.
Yeah, I heard the sister.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, I heard it too.
I don't know definite, but and he just like a little rag, just pulled with everything. And he bought her a car. I said, boy, you use my cars, you use Daryl's cars. He said, Mama, I'm trying to get rid of her. He bought her a Lincoln car, I think that's the name.
It was a Cadillac with rims on it.
And bought the rims separate. He bought that separate. And then he would get Chris to work on. He had bought her that white car, she didn't like it. Guess who got her mama posting the white car on Facebook? Say her daughter. I ain't even employed no more. Say her daughter gave her this car. My son sold her that car. Matter of fact, he told me, he said she let somebody else have it in the family, but she still owed me for it. So, but it's all good. That's what he said. It's all good, man. I said, why would you let her have it, Johnny? You didn't bring no Cadillac to me.
Right.
And he said, Mom, it's all good. Say, you're going to have something too one day. So I'm working on you something. I'm going to find you a car, come through. Say, I did Daryl the bad. And I paid Daryl the bad. I'm not working for you. That was his deal. He had a hard coat. And he had the attention. She killed him. The church band, they took the seat. I gave him the band. He was a transmission. He's checked your thing and had somebody to put a transmission.
Yeah, man.
And he bought all his stuff off of Amazon. The ice cream stuff.
Yeah, man.
Supposed to have somebody come and install it.
Okay.
A freezer on it.
Yeah, I heard he was a very good man. That's what I'm getting from everybody. He was a good, kind-hearted, giving man. And stayed to himself and didn't bother nobody.
Him told me the lady machine. She said, you got to stop it. Said, you just buying them too much. I said, no, he got rid of that girl, Michelle, so he had to have some money.
Right. Yeah, man.
And I got him a dinette. It's in that van. You can go over there and look. I hadn't even put it in the house. I got this lady. She had it for sale.
Yeah, man.
And she carried it over. And Johnny wasn't home. So we were working at auction. So I told her to put it in that van. It's in the van right now. I hadn't even took it in the house. Because I was going to take that other dinette out and put that one in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And another baby. It's in my house.
Yeah. We were down in U-Haul truck. We just couldn't get on that day to go up down to my daughter and have to pick up the other bed I want to fix up for the baby.
Yeah, man.
And he gave away all them. And that's why his TV is broke. She broke the TV. He gave her the other TV that wasn't broke.
Right.
In the living room.
And took it to her place.
Took it to her place. She had 2 baby screens. I said, go get them tips when I went out there and put it there. She said, oh my, let her have it. Let her have it. I want her to have whatever she wants. Get away from it. They were crazy.
That's what he used to say.
And then people used to tell me out in the street, they'll see her jacking him up. He'll be, you know, just standing back like this.
She was a slut.
Slut. She would never come to church. Couldn't get her to come to church. My husband and I both from Madison. We couldn't get her to come to church. Johnny would come in. And she'd ring his phone. Ringing his phone. Just, why are you in church? And he trying to tell her we ain't out here.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And I bought Johnny an iPhone. I got it on my Verizon. She dated Johnny to get rid of that phone. And she got him the iPhone, her mama on her, they all, so she can keep up with it. I said, Johnny, you see what that girl doing? She done got a phone for you, baby. I said, Mama got you an iPhone. Like, what them I got him? iPhone 10?
10 X on. It was 10. It was 10.
And they really put a phone on their bill where she would be in control. That mama, she need to be locked up just as well as her daughter. I guarantee you. They plotted this stuff. And when I read that report this morning, she put a gun in Johnny's pocket, fumbling around. I guarantee you she did it. Trying to make it look self-defense. And my grandson, Johnny's oldest son, is not here. She didn't care for him at all when they stayed on McIntyre. She didn't want him there staying. I told her I wasn't going to put him out. That house was in my name. And I was on Johnny because he would let some of his friends that didn't have a place to stay, he would tell them, you stay. The mama always come by. Because see, I would come by and check. They never did know if I caught somebody there. But Johnny told me I could stay for a few days. I got a job, I get paid. Okay, you better be gone. Ain't gonna have no house in
Right.
So, but he was trying to help this one and that one. And she was trying to, didn't want nobody around, Johnny, not even us. She was keeping him from, we have gatherings, family gatherings, them children. They always do that, and she didn't even want him to come. Because she know how she was. We didn't want her down, but we allowed it because
of Johnny, right.
And last year, it was a picture of Johnny was standing up at Thanksgiving. She was buzzing Johnny from back to back. Wanted Johnny to come and eat down at her mama's house. Johnny, I don't eat that there, but they be cooking down there. I said, boy, don't you eat down there.
Right.
So, I don't know. But her mama, I guarantee you, she knows about this. And I guarantee you, she had a hand in it. That's why she called her mom before she called the police, before she called 911. Her mom was called. I guarantee you that.
You think so?
I know so. I believe. She called her before we could get there. We right out here. Now you know if she called 911, I guarantee you she called her mama. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because she was always to go rescue. And when she come, that sister come, and they both called me. She called me, the sister. Midday, I'm sorry. I was in the hospital. That right after they told her Johnny had passed. And she called that my daughter because she come to the funeral.
Yeah, she told me.
I might Johnny was like a son, and they posting all this stuff on Facebook. You know, talking about different stuff on Facebook.
Yeah, man.
And I told people in the street that Johnny had a gun. Johnny had a gun. That girl sitting up on Facebook, they showed me a picture with that. You seen it?
Yeah, man.
But that's it. I know you're tired. I'm tired.
No, I'm fine. I'm working for you.
Auntie,
near the funeral.
Give me some.
They need to keep.
Give me some.
What did y'all tell them y'all didn't want them to come?
I ain't talked to her.
Did me and Vanessa tell them no? Me and Vanessa, you told them no, they couldn't come to the funeral, so it don't be no confusion.
No, I told her. I said I can't answer that question. I said, you got to talk to my mom and family.
Well, yeah, y'all need to go on and let it be known that y'all don't want them there, so it don't be no confusion.
And she said, okay, I'll reach out.
But this guy, I can't let him come because he work up there with Johnny. Did y'all talk to Daryl at the college here?
I talked to him the next day. I talked to Daryl and I talked to the little lady, what's her name, Danielle? Deanne. Yeah, I talked to her
worked
too.
up there with them too.
Okay.
Now he don't work. Okay, she gonna talk to him. Okay.
No, not one.
Yeah, damn, when he come here crying,
Yeah, he was upset when I talked to him too, so I ain't talked to him a whole lot, but I did talk to him a little bit, but he said he didn't, know too much about their relationship, but he knew Johnny was a good guy. So.
He knew he'd come up that car line. Because some days I would stop by the car line and you'd say, I'm glad to see you. Johnny tell your mama what happened. Johnny wouldn't say anything.
Yeah. He would try to keep it from y'all. He didn't want to upset y'all. Exactly. He didn't want y'all getting in no trouble. Okay.
Y'all offer her something to drink?
I'm fine. I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, give us some water.
You gotta get on this side. Nelson, go get that now.
Get us some water.
That's fine.
I'm about to get
I'm sorry, all the commotion.
Oh, it's fine. I'm investigator Blutzer with Griffin PD.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
And what's your name?
Tyrone Richard.
Tyrone Richards?
Yes.
Okay. What's your birthday, Mr. Richards? And you were Mr. Johnny's stepfather?
Yes.
Okay. What can you tell me about Mr. Johnny and Renita's relationship?
It just off and on. It was a spring, just off and on. And Johnny, he doing the right thing like a young man wants to do. And Johnny ain't gonna eat. He just want home to fly. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
If you step on their toe, Johnny he still won't get mad at you. He won't raise no hand or nothing like that. He just a humble little man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm talking about? And I can tell him to do something, and I might have a tone in my voice. He won't say a mama word. He'll get up, walk on out the door, and come back the next day, on the same day. I Minister sorry, what you want me to do? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
You don't have to, what's going on,
So have you seen like any incidents where him and Renita got into it verbally or physically?
No. Cause it was seven times I had went over to the house. She the one doing all the hair raising, and her mama always be there. Sometimes be 2-3 o'clock in the morning. I'm going over there, and she in a state of rage, cussing nigga on there. And I used to tell her all the time, hey, Renita, ain't no need for that right there. I said, you ain't got no respect for nobody. I said, here I am. You ain't got no respect for me as a minister. And you ain't got no respect. Here you are cussing all over your mom. And she just one strange young girl. That's what she was. Not trying to sweeten it up on the kind that happened. Cause when that happened, she really didn't supposed to be over there. Keep coming over there, raising sand, beating on the door, beating on the car. You know what I'm talking about? Even the neighbor.
I talked to the neighbor.
I'm talking. That's what I'm saying. She just one little bitty, just a strange young lady with a lot of hell and rage in her. Even didn't want to listen at me when I was over there talking and going on, trying to reason with her. I said, just go on by your business. I said, Johnny, it's done. Go by your business.
Right.
And get your own play and do what you want to do. You and your mama there. Because
Yes,
I said, look like every time I come over here in the middle of the night, your mama right there. And I said, what you doing over here? In their business. You know what I'm talking about? But Johnny ain't never raised his hand or try to hit that young lady or bruise her.
So you ain't never see bruises on him?
Never. Like I said,
It was several times I'm getting out my bed going over there. And none of that. It was just her in that rape. If something was going on with that child's mind.
You think so?
I know so. Yeah. Something was going on. And yes, I tried to reason with her and beg Johnny, beg, let her go on my bed because of trouble. I know what trouble is.
Yes, sir.
And she was that one trouble young girl. He said, I'm not sorry. I let her go. And I'm just going to get my kids and deal with my children. You know, he did just that.
Yes, sir.
And after he let her go, stopped messing with her, she kept on coming. And had her play, kept coming, kept raising sands, cussing that going on. And that young man just wanted peace. He wanted to be peace in his own home.
Right.
And that's what he wanted. He had got fed up with that. He didn't want to deal with it no more. Enough of them children. And he did just that right there. Yeah. But Philip trying to tussle and hit her, nothing like that. Johnny ain't did none of that. Nothing. Ain't laid no hand or nothing. Even them nights I went over there, ain't a scratch or nothing. I'm telling you, she was on some kind of meds, on some kind of something. You know, for she to be in a rage like that. You know, when people be on different kind of drugs and stuff and will make them act like that.
Yes, sir.
I'm talking like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. That was one of them. She was. Yeah.
Did you ever hear Mr. Johnny say anything about hurting himself?
No, man. Hurting himself. Johnny ain't never talking about hurting himself. He loved life too much.
Yes, sir.
He did. He loved life too much, and he loved his freedom.
Yes, sir.
To go here and there to the auction, dealing with them cars, coming back, getting people to go back up, picking up cars. He just was a friendly little fella.
Right.
I ain't seen no kind of since I've been knowing Johnny over 14 years. I ain't seen nothing like that. Nothing.
Okay.
Even that morning, that Tuesday morning, ate breakfast over here. He just happy he could be. I'll see y'all later on.
Right.
You know, as we got back, that's when all this stuff took place. Because we went down the road, I told baby, I said, we look like two sad peas going down the road. We were going, we got a church down
yes, sir.
Down that car. And 75. She on that side, I'm on that side. It looked like we just hurt or sad about something. I said, baby, I ain't hurt her. Did you hurt? I told her, did you hurt? She said, no, I ain't hurt. I said, I ain't hurt neither. I said, what? I said, what going on? Well, we just sitting over here just sad. We went down that road sad and came back sad. You know, and that was a strange day. That Tuesday. But like I said, he was wide open Tuesday morning. Yeah.
Regular old Johnny.
Just being
Johnny.
Being
him.
Being Johnny, just funny and just happy he could be.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And I'm, like I said, not only Father, I ministered to him too. And he never came across nothing like that.
Okay.
Nothing like that. I don't know who brought that up, you know, but they can just go ahead and scratch that off. That one ain't meant Johnny right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
All right. What's a good telephone for you?
678 603 5875.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Richard. If I can think of anything else, I'll just reach out to you. I'll just reach out to you if you don't mind.
All right.
Now, that was a lot of information to take in. After listening to Johnny's relatives, it is easy to understand why so many people loved and respected him. They described Johnny as a hard-working family man. someone who cared deeply about the people around him and repeatedly tried to help Renita, even when their relationship became difficult. And I'll be honest, while going through these interviews, I found myself getting caught up in their stories too. But as the person telling this story, I have to take a step back and remember that these interviews represent how Johnny's family experienced the relationship. Their statements gave investigators important background. Some relatives described incidents they personally witnessed, while others repeated things Johnny had shared with them. Together, their accounts painted a troubling picture of Johnny and Renita's history. But none of them were inside the living room when the rifle discharged. That central question remained. What happened between Johnny and Renita after they entered that house? And who was holding the rifle when it fired? Renita maintained that Johnny assaulted her, picked up the weapon, and was accidentally shot while they struggled over it. Investigators, however, had serious concerns about her explanation. They questioned whether her reenactment matched the physical evidence, and every additional interview gave them more information to compare against the story she had already provided. By this point, detectives had heard from neighbors, co-workers, friends, and members of both families. They had examined the scene, they had studied the path of the bullet, and they had spent hours listening to Renita explain what she claimed happened during Johnny's final moments. Now it was time to return to the one person who had been inside that house with him. Detective McCoon would sit down with Renita one final time. But this interview would not end the same way the previous one did. Let's return to the Griffin Police Department for Renita Thomas's final interview. Body cam on.
Now, one child, he's delivered his heart, but like I spicy with our nasty phone and he's trying to feel like they're trying to change this shit on me. No, I don't want you. I don't want you to feel like they're trying to put it in on you. Only thing they're trying to do is get the truth.
Why would he go get the gun?
Do what?
Why would he go get the gun?
What?
Why would he go get the gun?
Because he's fucking retarded.
Okay.
And because every time, I told him I was going to call the police. Johnny's the type of person who you don't give a fuck about his life. Especially when they come and you leaving him. So when I say I'm going to call the police, he looking at it like shit. You going to call the police shit, we going to do this shit out, I'm ready to go. That's why he copped the gun when I said I was going to call the police, so I could get my shit back.
Who took the gun off safe?
He did. He copped it.
With AR, there's like little levels on it.
And you're not able to cock it unless you take it off safety.
I thought you didn't know about AR.
I know about guns. I can't cock my knife unless I take it off safety.
Really?
That's much I do know.
I don't know how Sky works, so.
Yeah, Sky works like that. You have to take it off safety to cock it. So I'm assuming that's how the AR works.
A lot of them.
I don't know about it, Glock. I ain't had a Glock. So, I don't know.
Now, after you took the gun from him, I'm still, the unanswered question is...
When did I take the gun from him, though? I never took the gun from him.
You didn't?
No.
How did you get the gun then?
Just like I said, that's where we all getting confused at, because the shit happened so fast, I don't know how in the hell I ended up in the suit. I don't know how in the hell I ended up sitting down. I don't know if he pushed me down.
I'm not saying where you were sitting. I'm asking how did you get the gun?
That's what I'm saying. And when I got the gun was when I was in the chair when I had the butt. And that's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Well, how did the gun get turned around? How did the gun get turned around that way you can have the butt of it though? That's what I'm saying. Instead of the barrel pointing at you.
Because I guess I took it from him. So he wouldn't shoot himself.
That's what I'm asking. How did you take it?
And just like I said, I guess I took it from him. It happens so quick, I can't give you details.
I'm asking how. That's all I'm asking. I know you took it from him. You told me that already. I'm asking how did you take it?
I don't even remember how I took it or how I even ended up in the seat. I don't know if he pushed me in the seat. I don't know if I sat down in the seat. This shit happened quick. But one thing I can tell you is I didn't shoot that man, and I feel like this shit finna get pinned on me. Cause this man wants to do some retarded ass shit. Miss Thomas, like I explained this to her, all we want to hear is exactly what happened. And baby, if I could give it to y'all point for point, I swear to God I would. I'm ready to go home. I understand you have a C-section, but listen to me, right? That's all we trying to get, exactly what happened and exactly how it happened. And if I could tell y'all exactly what happened and how it happened, if it didn't happen so fast and so much shit going on all at once, I'd be able to tell y'all every single point that y'all asked me. I'm trying to tell y'all everything I remember. But I just got my damn head bashed in. Like, I'm trying to tell y'all everything y'all asking for, but y'all asking the same question in so many different ways. I'm just telling you what I can. I ain't got no reason to lie, shit. I'm already here.
What bullets at?
What bullets?
Where did you get the bullets from the gun at?
Those are it's my gun.
Where the rest of the bullets?
I have no idea. I don't know where I don't even know if he got the gun out the closet. That's what I'm saying. When I was saying that the gun was in the closet, I don't know where he gonna move that stuff to. I ain't been there.
So are bullets at the house?
I don't know. I know where my stuff is.
How many bullets was in the magazine?
I don't know.
Where you know to keep your ammunition?
The ammunition was in the it was in the closet, but he just bought a new bedroom suit, so I don't know where it could be. I don't know if it could be in one of his dressers or what it is, because when I moved out, I took my furniture with me, which was the bedroom suit. And I kept all my ammunition in my sock drawer. So I don't know where he got the stuff at now. And the only time I do go over there is if we chilling, we getting shit, or if he want to see his kids, or if he comes to see his kids in my spot, or in my mom's spot. That's just how it was going. As far as me going in there looking for a gun, looking for ammunition, what that is, no. For what? If it's put up, it's put up. I don't need it. I mean, but when I was ready to get the rest of my stuff out, which I was in the process of doing, that's not why the gun got brought out today, though. But eventually, I would have got the gun out the house. I was in the process of still moving my stuff out. If y'all seem like I still have stuff in there, I ain't completely moved my stuff out yet.
How long have y'all lived together?
We've been together 3 years. We lived in one house for a year, then we moved in another house, we lived in that house for a year, and then we lived in this house for a year.
Okay.
The 29th of the past 29th of September will be 2 months I had my apartment. I ain't got all my stuff out that house shit.
Okay.
And if I can answer every single question that y'all asking, I promise y'all would. I can get the hell about here. For one, I'm cold. 2, I'm about to have a panic attack. 3, I feel like this is about to get pinned on me because this man did some stupid ass shit and I don't know what to say. Because it happened so fast, I don't know how I got it.
You don't know how you got it, you don't know what button you pressed, you don't know if it was the magazine release or the trigger, you don't know how you got the gun, you don't know how you ended up on the chair, you don't know how you ended up sitting down or standing up, you don't know.
If you said the magazine was still in, I didn't take the magazine out.
But you said that was your word, not mine. You said you took the magazine out. You said.
He told me that I took the magazine out because he was like, oh, bitch, you think you doing something, you took the magazine out, it's still one in the chamber.
If I say you see a boy, you gonna believe me?
But I don't have my glasses on, so I couldn't see. That's what I'm saying. We were penciling at the time.
But back up what you said about the pistol, though. You said, I felt, you know what a magazine release button feels like?
On my 9, yes. I don't deal with that AR like that. The only time I deal with the AR is when I bought it. It went straight in the closet after that. I ain't never shot the AR before. The only guns I have shot is my 9 and my house when I got at my mama's house. That's it. I ain't never in my life shot the AR. For me to even play with it. And I would have known if I shot him because, just like y'all said, it had a kit. I would have known.
What if that GSR kit that we did perform your hand come back pop positive?
Do what?
What if it pops back positive that gunshot residue is on your hand?
I doubt it will.
But I'm just saying,
I doubt it will.
you're in close proximity of it, so it travels.
And then what?
I mean, you tell me.
I'm telling you I didn't shoot him. You saying what if it come back positive? So then what? Because you said it travels. So if it travels, then what? I'm getting charged? That's
what if it's on your clothes?
I doubt it's on my clothes or on my hand. And if it is on my hand, it's from me trying to apply pressure to his wound. But just like I said, I comply with everything. I let y'all do y'all what y'all had to do. I ain't washed my hands yet just in case if y'all want to do it again.
It doesn't matter.
I don't have nothing to hide. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be a hard ass or not trying to comply with anything. I'm trying to give y'all everything y'all want so I can go home. That's what I'm saying. I ain't got nothing to hide. And if we do come back positive, then I guess we'll have to deal with it from there. But I know one damn thing, I didn't shoot the man. Why the hell would I shoot the man that's taking care of me and my kids? For real.
But you better realize, I'm not saying you shot him intentionally.
But if I would have shot him by accident, I still would have known because the gun got kicked, right? That's what y'all just said.
AR has a spring.
That's what y'all just said, it has a kick.
But if you shot up on your arm, you wouldn't feel a kick. It's a spring, and it's not like a pistol where it's no, it's a spring on it, so it pops back on you. Especially if you got support behind it. It's like a shotgun. As long as you got no support behind you, you won't feel a thing.
But see, my thing is,
I mean, you're right. That's your story.
I would have known if I shot that man. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
telling y'all what happened. I was there. I seen what happened. I know what the fuck he said. And y'all just trying to make it out like
I'm not trying to make it out like that.
I'm sorry. I accidentally shot you.
I would have been specific.
Like, if I would have shot the man by accident, I would have told y'all it was an accident.
Okay.
I ain't got no reason to lie to y'all. I didn't shoot that man.
You're right.
I wish I could have recorded the shit, but if I would have recorded the shit, you would have took my phone and then we would have been fighting again. Like,
your phone more important than your life.
No, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I wish I would have been able to record it. So y'all could see that he did this shit himself. Instead of goddamn y'all thinking that I did it or something.
Shit.
At this point, whoever that is, if I'm under arrest, okay, I'm not alone. Because I don't know nobody listening to me. Who's listening to you, please? It's just that it happens so fast, I can't give you details. Yeah, details. Question. When you had the gun in your arms, and he was trying to get it from Did you release the magazine from the apparently not. They said it was still in the No, I'm asking you what you did. I thought I did. But he said the magazine was still in the room. Johnny, I ain't talking about what you did. I'm talking about what you did. Did you release it? The reason why I thought I released it because that's what Johnny said. And I said, I thought that you thought you know if you released it now, you put a magazine, I still wanted to put. So the whole time I'm like, okay, magazine, not. Okay, but did you press something? No. Believing that you released the magazine? No. So he's saying you didn't release the magazine? No, I thought I did because that's what he said. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Okay. I thought I did because you was like, she thought she did something this and that third because you let the magazine out. I'm going off what he said because he got better vision on the gun than I do. Okay. Yeah. But I don't know. Now you let me know what's going on, please. I'm gonna get hit with something. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not leaving. You're not leaving. I'm gonna be honest with you in that part. So I ain't going home for real. Give me 1 second. Yes, ma'am. Can I see a light, please? Can I see a light, please? Okay, hold on. I'm not up, so I gotta get this. You fine. Is my mom back out there? You got a seat though. Nah, I did. I heard my mama coughing, that's why I asked. You got what, sir? I said I heard my mama coughing, that's why I asked. Oh, she ain't been here no more. What y'all doing, coming home? She coming. Yeah, she ain't been here no more. So I'm gonna get booked and everything. Just have a seat now. No, sit down. Just have a seat. I'm gonna be right there with you. I'm gonna try to get you a life. Is he okay? I haven't talked to him. I was talking to you. I haven't talked to nobody over there. I haven't talked to nobody but you. I don't know. So you don't know if they got my personal cell phone? I don't know you. I ain't talking about with you. I'm sorry. You okay? You okay? So have a seat. I'll be right with you. Yes, ma'am. Alright, listen. Tablet, please. You bring that brown thing? Yeah. Hold on, let me see what's going on. It's on right down that table, please. What's this from? What happened? I was asking if you grab the light and all the time. What is that for? It's for you to put on. So I'm coming out the light for you. Yeah, I don't know. Come on. Yeah, I need to read this for sure. I got you. No, I'm saying about me to close. But it's a possibility of going home tonight. That's okay. No, I told you. You got a plan? I ain't going home tonight. No. So I'm going to get arrested. You're not going home tonight, please. So I'm getting arrested. For what? You are, come on, let's explain. What am I getting arrested for? You get arrested for a few charges with a gun. I'm with you. You tell me what it's for. I'm making it. I don't know what I'm getting arrested for. I don't know the damn thing. You can do it. assault and point a gun at another. You asked me and I answered you. So as soon as you say you close, I'm going to put him in the bed. Now, I'm answering you now. I done answered your question. Aggravated assault and pointing a gun at somebody. How? I'm done interviewing you, Ms. Cummings. I think the way it's made is like a little shot. So I can't finish smoking my cigarette. You gotta get going. You have the elderly. This is real. You can step on it. Did I get my shoes? Your shoes you saw? Can I talk to my mom right quick, please? Can you do what I'm asking right quick, please? I'm sorry. No, you're fine. You're fine. But I want you to do what I'm asking. Shit. I'm going to stop too, and I need to put the shoes on. What about my son, my feet? Because I really don't like what my girlfriend is. I see you got something like this on his feet. No, I don't think I do need your clothes. I didn't keep my gun at that name. I'm getting trouble with aggravated assault. He's crazy. Yeah, that's what it's all. Okay, she's gonna go ahead and handcuff you so you can get ready to be transported. While she's handcuffing you, I'm gonna go see if I find something you can. Alright, put your hand on the back one. I'm not going home, please. Put your hands behind your back like you're praying. There we go, just like that, okay? Once we get out to the jail, I'll let you make a phone call, okay? I can't even finish smoking my cigarette. No, ma'am. Alright, okay, check out some. Okay. Is there anything else I need to take away other than that? My purse and my phone. No, where's my purse and my phone? This thing is me. Remember that that's what I told you on search on my phone? So I'm going to keep it this search on my phone. Keep a little bag and put this on. I'm going to my gloves. Yeah, we didn't find him. We didn't find him today.
They also sent me into the jail and I can't even get him free.
Sent right to Christopher. Dispatch. Show me 1095, one female subject. Being charged with aggravated assault, stolen gun, vandalism. Yeah. Her cigarettes and a little arm.
Cigarette change, I go to that too. Watch, we got blood on there, people watching there. And basically, the reason for this is make sure that the blood is good. And once everything comes back, there won't work, it's going to get the soft. Are you just going to have him see the drop, or are you going to turn it over to me?
I'm finna turn it over. He's a hospital. No, this one. That's all I'm keep. And aggravated assault when the body is filled.
After spending hours insisting that she never pulled the trigger, Renita Thomas was officially taken into custody. She was initially charged with aggravated assault, involuntary manslaughter, and pointing a gun at another. But this case would never make it in front of a jury. Instead, nearly 2.5 years after Johnny Whitlock's death, Renita reached a negotiated plea agreement with prosecutors. On March 3, 2023, Renita pleaded guilty to 1 count of voluntary manslaughter. She was sentenced to 20 years, 15 years to be served in prison, followed by 5 years on probation. By accepting the plea agreement, Renita avoided a trial where prosecutors would have been required to prove their version of events beyond a reasonable doubt. It also meant the public would never hear every piece of evidence presented, tested, and challenged inside a courtroom. But according to the district attorney's office, the physical evidence contradicted Renita's claim that Johnny caused the rifle to discharge himself. Prosecutors concluded that Renita was holding the rifle when it fired. And that brings us back to the same question detectives repeatedly asked inside that interview room. How did a rifle Johnny allegedly retrieved end up turned in his direction, with Renita controlling the end containing the trigger? Renita could never clearly explain that movement. She maintained that the confrontation happened too quickly, that her memory was incomplete, and that she would have known if she had fired the weapon, even accidentally. But in the end, she chose not to take that version of events before a jury. Instead, she pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter and received a sentence requiring her to serve 15 years in prison. Johnny Whitlock lost his life, his children lost their father, and an argument between 2 people with years of history ended with 1 person dead, another sent to prison, and 2 families left carrying the consequences. Before I close this story, let me give you my final thoughts. I understand that behind every report I read, there are real people who still have to live with what happened that night. I know members of Johnny's family may watch this video one day, and I understand that his children may eventually come across it as well. They may hear their father's name. They may see the house where he took his final breath. They may listen to strangers discuss the worst night of their family's life. And if they ever hear these words, I want them to know something. Your father was more than the final moments shown in this story. He was more than a police report, more than a crime scene photograph, more than a name written beside a case number. He was somebody's son, somebody's father, somebody's brother, somebody's uncle, somebody's friend, and maybe, to someone watching, he was simply a person you once knew and never forgot. There were parts of his life, his personality, and the love he had for his children that no police file could ever capture. This story documents how Johnny died. It does not define how he lived. And listening to the people investigators interviewed, one thing became clear. Johnny was loved. He had family and friends who were willing to stand beside him, people who would defend his name and make sure his side of the story did not disappear with him. Johnny had a real support system. He had people who would have gone to war for him. And hearing them speak reminded me just how important family is. Sometimes we become so consumed by the love we are chasing that we fail to recognize the love already surrounding us. We become so focused on one person that we stop seeing the family calling our phone, the friends checking on us, the people warning us, the people offering us somewhere safe to go. Sometimes the love outside the relationship can see the danger more clearly than the love trapped inside it. Because matters of the heart are complicated. Sometimes your mind and your heart are on two completely different pages. Your mind is telling you, this is unhealthy, this is getting worse, you need to leave. But your heart keeps saying, maybe this time will be different. Maybe they will change. Maybe one more conversation can fix everything. And before long, your heart has pulled you back into the same cycle your mind has been begging you to escape. That is real. Most of us have loved somebody who was not good for us. We have overlooked warning signs, accepted apologies we knew were empty, or stayed longer than we should have because we loved the person we remembered more than the person standing in front of us. But there comes a point when you have to ask yourself, is this love helping me live, or is it slowly destroying me? People say love kills, but love itself is not what kills us. It is the violence we excuse in the name of love, the danger we normalize because of love, the warning signs we ignore because we are afraid to let that love go. Sometimes what we call love is really history. Sometimes it is attachment. Sometimes it is fear. And sometimes it is hope. The hope that tomorrow will somehow repair what yesterday already showed us was broken. My intention in telling this story is not to reopen old wounds. It is not to make Johnny's family relive their pain or turn the darkest moment of their lives into entertainment. I'm telling it because this is a story that needs to be told. Because somewhere, right now, somebody is living inside a relationship that has become dangerous. Maybe nobody else knows how bad it has gotten. Or maybe the people who love you already know, but you are not ready to hear them. The yelling has become normal. The threats have become normal. Breaking things has become normal. Taking phones, blocking doors, pushing, grabbing, and fighting have somehow become part of the relationship. And every time it happens, you tell yourself the same thing. Tomorrow, I'm going to leave. Tomorrow, I'm going to call somebody. Tomorrow, I'm going to choose myself. But then tomorrow comes. The anger settles down. The apologies begin. The person you were afraid of the night before suddenly becomes the person promising it will never happen again. And because you remember the good days, you stay for one more apology, one more promise, one more chance until the next argument comes. And this time, somebody reaches for something that cannot be taken back. That is what makes toxic relationships so dangerous. They do not always begin with the worst moment. They build towards it, one insult at a time, one threat at a time, one broken object at a time, one boundary crossed at a time, until both people are standing in the middle of a situation neither of them ever imagined would go that far. I cannot tell you every movement that happened inside Johnny's living room. There was no trial. Renita maintained that she did not pull the trigger, while investigators believed the physical evidence told a different story. But I can tell you what remained when that moment was over. Johnny was dead. Renita was headed to prison. And their children were left behind to carry a pain they did not create. Those children lost both parents in a single night, but in two very different ways. Their father was gone forever. Their mother was still alive, but she would spend years behind prison walls. The children did not pick up that rifle. They did not start the argument. They did not make the decisions that brought everything to that moment. But they received a sentence too, not one written down by a judge, a different kind of sentence. Growing up without their father, missing years with their mother, living with questions that may never have complete answers, watching birthdays come and go with an empty seat at the table, graduations, first jobs, weddings, grandchildren, all the moments parents are supposed to be there for. A judge can count years, a prison can count days, but nobody can calculate what this costs the children. And that is why I am asking anyone listening who recognizes their own relationship in this story. Please stop putting your life off until tomorrow. If you know the relationship has become dangerous, listen to what your spirit has already been trying to tell you. And listen to the people who genuinely love you. That family member who keeps checking on you. That friend who keeps offering you somewhere to go. That person who sees the fear behind your smile, even when you insist that everything is fine. Your support system may see what your heart is not ready to accept. You do not have to wait until somebody is seriously injured before you call it abuse. You do not have to wait until a weapon enters the argument before admitting things have gone too far. You do not have to stay just because you have history together. And I understand that leaving is not always simple. Money, children, housing, transportation, fear, embarrassment, and threats can make leaving feel impossible. Sometimes you still love the person who is hurting you. But loving somebody does not mean you have to die with them. It does not mean you have to destroy yourself trying to save a relationship that has already become dangerous. Walking away does not mean the love was never real. It means you finally understood that love cannot survive where safety no longer exists. Tell somebody, make a plan, and never feel ashamed to ask for help. Sometimes asking for help is the strongest thing you can do. Lean on the people who have been trying to love you through it. And if you are in immediate danger, open your mouth and ask for guidance. Do it while you still have the ability to make that choice. Because tomorrow is a promised life never made to any of us. Johnny did not know October 6th, 2020 would be his last day. His children did not know their lives were about to change forever. And Renita could not have known that before the night ended, she would lose the life she knew and eventually face years in prison. One argument, one rifle, one moment that could never be undone. There was no winner in this story. Johnny lost his life. Renita lost her freedom. Their children lost the daily presence of both parents. And two families were left to grieve different parts of the same tragedy. To Johnny's family, throughout these interviews, your love for Johnny could be felt. He did not leave this world without people standing behind him. He had people willing to speak for him and make sure he was remembered as more than what happened inside that living room. I sincerely hope I have handled his story with the care and respect it deserves. And to his children, if you ever watch this years from now, I hope you understand that this video was never intended to define your father by how his life ended. Your father had people who loved him. He had people who showed up for him. His life mattered. Your pain matters. And none of what happened was your fault. This story was told as carefully as I could, in the hope that another family might recognize the danger before their story ends the same way. Rest in peace to Johnny Whitlock. My heart goes out to his children, his family, and everyone still carrying the weight of what happened that night. And to anybody whose mind is telling them to leave while their heart keeps pulling them back, listen to the people who love you. Listen to the part of yourself that knows you deserve peace. Please stop waiting for tomorrow. Make it out while you still can. My name is Marcel, from Georgia Crime Files and Atlanta Crime Files. I appreciate each and every one of you for walking through this story with me. And I'm not saying that because it sounds good or because it feels like the right thing to say. I truly mean it. These stories are not always easy to tell, and they're not always easy to watch. So the fact that you gave me your time, stayed with me, and allowed me to share this story with you means more than you may realize. Until next time, or until the next story. Body cam off.